NBA Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks and the Pacers. If you're looking right now, this is not a artificial backdrop, Foxy. Today, I was looking for a Knicks hat that I bought in 1990, and today I found my 1992 Knicks flag that I actually got outside of Madison Square Garden before a playoff series. So, old school Knicks here tonight, trying to get to the NBA Finals. Foxy has a ton of bets there. Been absolutely killing it in the WNBA. We'll see if we can live bet some baseball tonight as well. What up, Viper? Good to see my man Viper here. Always good to check him out. Talk to me, buddy. What's going on, Foxy? I know you had a big dinner tonight, huh?
We did. Graduation dinner. So my son graduated college today. So that's always fun. So that part of it's done. So
the one that kicks you in the nuts, correct? What up, Daniel?
Yes, the one who lives with me. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it graduates cum laude. So it was very nice. Yep.
Talk to me here. What do we got with the Knicks and the Pacers?
All right, so we'll go pretty quickly. We'll go Knicks and Pacers. I do like the Knicks tonight. I do kind of question the total is very interesting because 221 is the voodoo total. And the reason I say that is when they put a game at 221, 70% have gone under in the playoffs. Historically speaking, in the last 3 years. So it's kind of that total that you kind of go, well, I almost have to take an under. I actually think this goes over. I thought this was an over game, but I thought we were going to get totals in like 217, 219 range. But it's kind of been bet up here, and it's kind of hit that mystery 221. So I've had no play from the total there. I've got a couple plays that are scrolling across the board that I kind of like. I like Nembhard here. I think he has, if you look at historically versus the Knicks, he's kind of been the guy who's got around 13, 15 points. You look at the playoffs, he's been over this total, averaging in every single series. So I like Nembhard here. We're going to go back to the well with that one. TJ McConnell is through, if you look at the regular season games, and a kind of game one is kind of an important game because I think the Pacers' goal here in this series is going to try to wear them out with their depth. That's the only way they have any chance of really winning this series. It to me is if the Knicks kind of get tired, because I don't think they're going to shoot the way they've shot in the last couple series. You can't just carry that hot shooting consistently. So with that said, I think McConnell's out there enough. He basically kills the Knicks. He almost averages close to 10 points versus them, getting 6.5. It's a nice number and a nice price. We're going to go ahead and take that as well. Just looking at what I have. Mitchell Robinson, we've been on him. I'm just going to ride him, see what he has. Again, we talked about game one. I think the Knicks bench plays a little bit more tonight than they're going to do most of the series. So I think Robinson is kind of proven he can hit some free throws. He's going to be out there a ton. 6.5 is something I like. Miles McBride goes to the same thing. 2 threes. We're back in the Garden. They shoot better when they're at home. I think they're going to have to hit some threes tonight to stay with this game. So those are the plays that I'm playing exactly. I looked at a Karl Anthony Towns play. Then we could go switch over to the W because we do have a game that just kicked off. Dallas versus Minnesota. Minnesota just beat these guys by 15 2 games before to open the season. Dallas is probably one of the weaker teams here, but they've got some young players here that are playing pretty well. Obviously, Paige Beckers there. Arike, I don't know what's going on with her. We'll see if she rebounds tonight. But if she doesn't rebound tonight, she's basically doing this on purpose because you're talking about a perennial 20-point scorer somehow can't score 15 points again. So Collier went off the last time they played. She had 34 points. So Collier's points are at 26.5. It's a 6-point bump from the very first game of the season. She probably still goes over that total though. But I like the links here, but I'm not taking an 11.5 pre-flop. Anything like that. We like a lot of Paige Beckers, Paps. She's going to be on the prop. She's also from Minnesota. So this is kind of her first home game. They've sold out tons of tickets. I believe there's about 135 friends and family at this game. So she should be stoked up and ready for this game. Bridget Carlton, we like her rebounds here, over 4.5 rebounds. I like her ability to hit the glass with Kyler. The other player I like, if anybody ever could find her, the new girl Shepherd. Shepherd has played great.
Who's she with?
She is with the Minnesota Lynx. She is joining in for them for this year. She started the first 2 games, even came off the bench the second game. Jessica Shepherd, she's a 4th-year player out of Notre Dame. She's getting 10 to 12. You'd probably get her at 8.5 if any book would actually give her there, but she's an absolute rock. Something to kind of look forward in some of the games. Courtney Williams, 6.5 assists, I think is probably one of my strongest bets of the day. I bet the 8. I bet the 10 as well. I bet the double-double as well for her. I think this is going to be a very good game for her. She's already up to 2 assists, 2 minutes into the game. So I like this opportunity here. So like the pace is pretty high right now. You're looking in this Pacers Knicks, no pun intended. It's 9-7 early on.
There's no defense. There's none.
It's wide open shots. Can you hit the wide open shot? And right now the answer is yes. So we'll kind of see how this kind of paces on it there. Wings are up to a 15-5 start to open up the game here versus the Lynx at home. We're watching here to see what kind of number we can get on the Lynx. Rico Ubawali, who we just talked about, 23 points generally averaging coming into this year, hasn't broken the 15 mark, has hit 2 threes already. She's been 0 in her last game. She was 2 of 9 the night before. So she's hit her first 2 threes. That's kind of been the big thing that you're looking. Beckers has got 2 assists, and that's it. So we'll see. A lot of game left. It's only early on. So, they definitely got to play a little more defense next. You can't just be giving up wide open dunks here.
No, that's all they've been doing. It's been horrible defense by the Knicks, but 16-9 early. Josh Hart double-double. That's my biggest position of the night. Tailed you on that one. So hopefully he gets that home. We've got 2 assists already, 2 points to it. Does he get the double-double from assists or does he get the double-double from rebounds?
Rebounds is the expected one. He averaged over 10.3 rebounds playing the Pacers this year. It's kind of one of the things. Towns kind of occupies Miles Turner, and Hart is generally there to be able to get the rebounds. The only issue is in order to get a rebound, the other team must miss a shot.
Correct.
So that's right now what we're kind of facing right now, that we're not getting enough of the other team to miss a shot. So
the Pacers are 7 of 7 and 2 of 2 behind the arc. So that is bound to come back down to earth. I'm going to take a prediction. They don't shoot 100% tonight, but hey, Brunson's getting into the lane. You know, he laid it up short. Didn't have to. I guess he was a little intimidated by the size in there, but it should be a great series, man. 6-7 games is what we're all expecting. I don't think too many people expected either one of these teams to be here when the playoffs started, but
no.
The Knicks got the benefit of Tatum going down, and the Pacers got the benefit of 3 of the Cleveland stars not being healthy. So this is what happened. We've seen this in recent years, right? I think Denver really benefited from some injuries in their run to winning the title. They're not the only ones, but yeah, this is what we've seen so far. Some injuries in the playoffs.
NBA allow an OKC versus Indiana NBA final, though?
No.
That would be the question.
No, they're not allowing it.
So
no one's watching that. The only way anyone's watching the NBA finals is if the Knicks are on it. If the Knicks are in it, then they'll get ratings. If the Knicks are not in it, they will not get any ratings. They are doomed. Simple as that. And I don't even know how great the ratings would be. And of course, today SGA won the MVP. We knew that was going to happen. The guy that finished top 3 in points and rebounds and assists did not win the MVP. So knew that was happening.
If you didn't know who that was,
it was Nikola Jokic.
So what'd you feel about when Jokic told Gordon, like at the second half, let's not.
Let's stop getting our asses kicked?
Well, if you heard some of the conversation there, he went to him and said, there's no reason for you to be out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy could have seriously ruptured his hamstring and then been out for a season. So I don't blame him. They were just destroyed. They weren't in that game. from the second quarter on. It was a complete blowout.
We did also get breaking news right before we came on.
Irsay?
Not aware, Jim Irsay passed away. So the Colts owner has passed away. We also got breaking news in baseball, which Maddie's not on. Jared Jones has been downgraded from returning in June to returning in 2026.
Well, that's not good.
No. So Jared Jones is officially done for the year.
Really good pitcher, really good young pitcher with the Pirates.
Yeah. So their second pitcher, like I've joked around that I think the Orioles need to kick the cans on what it would take. I mean, I know they're going after Mitch Keller, but for their odds, they just don't have any good young pitchers really in the farm system.
No.
They should give up 3 or 4 positional players to the Pirates for Bubba Chandler. Take your chance that he turns into something. From a Pirates organization, you get 3 or 4 guys who are all ready to play now, who there, and then you get your 3 or 4 young players to kind of maybe have an offense to play with your 2 good pitchers. Yep.
All right, let's look at the live lines here. Knicks -2.5, -145. It's 18-14 Pacers over the Knicks. Live totals 231.5.
Yeah. So what'd you think of the Orioles already letting their manager go yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, this guy was manager of the year, right? Or at least How long ago?
What, 2 years?
Has it been 2 years already since he was the manager of the year? Yeah, I mean,
been there for
they don't need to fire. They shouldn't have fired him. They should have fired their general manager.
Yeah,
that's what they need.
He's the guy who needed to go with the pitching coach. That's the pitching coach.
He's the one that built the team. He's the one that everybody said you got no pitching. And he still went along and decided to just do it. And yeah, it's probably payroll concerns. I get that, but they got to trade one of these dudes, one of these young studs that are in the majors, and go get themselves some pitching, man, because they'll be able to hit. They cannot pitch. This year is done too. They're not coming back. It's over.
You can't come back when you have 15 wins. You have 2 series wins. Yeah. 2 series left by the month of May. And
hold on. Worst record this month, the Rockies or the Orioles?
Well, Rockies are still going to cash my bet. So
under 9.5.
Under 9.5 looks really nice. We need them to win.
I love it.
Lose 3 more games. So I like my odds here. Worst record, I would say the Orioles have a better record than the Rockies, because the Rockies only have 3 wins.
I did bet with you the best record in the month, and that's not going to cash unless the Twins go into a free fall. But we've got the Cubs and we got the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So, but yes, the Rockies are not going to win 10 games this month.
It was also nice to see draft. Well, I said that was the best bet of the year. I'm going to bet that under. I not only bet the 9.5, I bet the 8.5 all when that came up after they won the first game. I was like, this team sucks. I don't know. I mean, now, quite frankly, they have lost some games that they were going to win. Like, they were guaranteed going to win up 2 or 3 runs this month and lost. And I went, oh crap. Oh yeah,
Well, we are looking at quite possibly the worst major league start ever to a season by a team. So you think about that for a minute. Most losses to start a season, and these guys 6-33, and that was what, a while ago. So the worst 50 game starts in Major League history. 03 A's 10-40. 96 Tigers. I remember both those teams. 12-38. The Rockies started 7-36.
I mean, here's the one question, and I got in and I was talking when Gil had a guest on. I sent him a text and he read it, and he was talking, and it was, hey, are you going to bet the Rockies at under 37.5 wins? Yeah. And I said, why would you do that if you could bet them monthly? Just bet them monthly under every single time. Mm-hmm. I mean, they realistically cannot put the line lower than 8, can they?
No.
So if you're not going to put it lower than 8, if you think they're going to do 37 wins,
I don't know, dude. They might put it at like 7.5. That's how bad the Rockies are.
what are you going? I mean, yeah, but let's talk real quick on that. So what do you think they're going to win as a max? Maybe 1 month. Like if I put it at, if I said 8 wins right from here on out,
9.
June, July, August, September, how many months does that bet lose?
Well, September I don't want to count because you'll have all the call-ups. You'll have teams that are just not doing shit. They could back into 10. But if they win 9 in a month, I think that would be amazing.
Correct. But how many months do they win? So from a betting perspective, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, the next June, July, August under.
Yeah. You might lose 1 month. I mean, I really, they are just dreadful. And the fact is, even when they're not dreadful, they play in a park that makes them dreadful because nobody's pitching staff can survive.
No.
So,
all right, let me give a quick update here. Knicks and the Pacers 24-20. Indiana just keeping that 4-point lead. As of now, Neesmith has 5. He's 2-2, 1-1 from 3. Nembhard has 3. Ron Nembhard, right? 11.5 points.
Yep.
Miles Turner's got 8. And then on the Knicks side, Cat has 8. He's 3 of 4 and 2 of 2 behind the arc. Our boy Josh Hart, we need a double-double. 3 assists and 2 points. Early goings here this evening. And then we flip over to the live lines in the Knicks and the Pacers. Still 2.5-point favorites for the Knicks. Minus 140 on the money line. 234. The total's up to 234.5 now. Is there any reason to consider an under?
No. I mean, unless it gets really, really high, this is not going to be the WNBA game that we blew out at 91 points in the first half and somehow cashed in under 166.
Yeah, that was, you counted it as a loss, if I'm correct.
Yes. I go in there and I said, yep, that's done.
And I laughed. I started cracking up. I'm like, he already laid down on this bet. And then they won the bet.
Yes. Because that was just pathetic. You came back and scored 30 points in the third quarter.
That's
and then you
great.
came back at like a 31 in the next quarter and was like, oh, well, okay. Well, I guess we won that easily. Yeah, I mean, Miles Turner has 11 points already. I mean, his was 16.5. I didn't want to go 16.5 with him, but damn. I mean, is anyone going to stop anybody at this point in this game?
No.
We got 49 points with 4 minutes to go. We're going to easily have a 60-point quarter.
Here, let's talk about that for a sec, because the total is now 11 points up from the close at 223.5. It's at 234.5.
Yeah, but we've seen games like this. That's the question. And quite frankly, it's not like Indiana's pulling away from them either. It's a 5-point game, and Mitchell Robinson's going to go to the line here. So we'll kind of see. I don't think if you're Indiana's, I think your whole goal is to wear them out. So I think they play better with pace. That's going to be their goal is to go through. Can they shoot this well? That's probably the biggest question that's out there. So,
hey, throw your best bet in the chat if you got one. That'd be great. Smash the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Brian Smith says the Mets are falling apart. The Mets are fine. What are you talking about? 162. They're not going to play great every game, and they're in it tonight against Crochet 1-1. So you throw McGill out there against Crochet, and through 5 innings, you're telling me that you're going to be tied? I'll take it every time. Well, they're not tied. They might not be tied for long because the bases are loaded and 2 out for the Red Sox with Bregman at the plate. But again, Mets are a really good team, folks. Settle down, Brian Smith. We're going to be fine.
I am pissed that I didn't take the Lynx minus 5.5 when they were down 10.
Well, what are they up now? Up 10?
They're up 1.
Oh.
They're up 3 now, and it's. I mean, this will be the thing. So they're back to the
Minnesota. The Minnesota Lynx, right?
Correct. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, but if you actually looked at the way the league has went, it's almost been all overs. To be quite honest with you, yeah, I like the over later tonight. There are plenty of games that we have gone over. I think the over right now is up 80% for the year. So, but again, it's only been some teams have only played 2 or 3 games. So,
all right. I need to bring something up here.
You can make fun of the WNBA all you want, but I went 8-2 last night. And even in another account, I went 14-4. So
Yeah.
My bank account has been loving the WNBA since we started.
I'm going to say this. I have shit on WNBA my whole life. I have not ripped it one time this season. I know we're just in the first week, but Foxy's winning us money, so I don't give a shit. Check this out on the screen. Prisoner parlays. Have you heard about these?
Well, these are the three idiots that broke out from New Orleans, right?
Yeah. And actually, you can bet on which will be captured by tomorrow night.
Well, they've caught two of them, and I think they've cornered one or something like that. What I thought I heard in the news, but yeah.
Okay.
So that's wrong. Who's running that?
I don't know.
Bet online. I mean, you can
bet on any Poly Market.
Yeah.
Snitches.
But, snitches. You had once again you have Robinhood doing shares of stock for who's winning each Eastern Conference Finals games.
Okay. You like it?
Well, I mean, I think it's interesting for them that they do it as a forward contract. So if you think of it in a pure financial ways, it's basically what I said. The whole point, it's kind of hedging because the whole point is basically just to make money. So if the contract's worth 38 cents today, so it's like 38 on one side and 63 on the other. If it's worth 38 today, your whole goal is just for that contract to go up. The contract goes up, and your team gets ahead, and then your contract goes, you can fall. But again, the only difference between that and sports betting is you're going to have to pay taxes with that pretty quickly, where you're not going to offset your losses as much, where capital gains are capped at basically only a $3,000 loss carryover. So,
yeah, I've been living off of capital gains for the last year since we launched this, and I know what the taxes are. It's not good. It's not fun. Like paying my taxes is just not good. And then you're paying taxes on taxes. So I'm not thrilled about it. Let me give you the live line and the Knicks and the Pacers. Again, Pacers up 29-22, 1.5 point favorites for the Knicks, down 7, minus 130 money line. Total went from 234.5 down to 231.5 over the last couple of minutes, but it did open at 223.5. So who's winning this game? What do you think?
It's a pretty good game. I coming into this game, like I said, I leaned the Knicks because they were at home. You look at the underlying statistics on how well some of the Knicks players played against Indiana, and I thought we'd get a boost. But right now, I mean, Miles Turner is there, so you're shooting 80% for the Pacers. That's not going to continue. You look at threes. That's not the issue. The issue is strictly in the paint on twos. Indiana's got one more three to the Knicks. It's a 7-point game. You're shooting 80%. You're 12 of 15. The Knicks are 10 of 17. That's why they're right around the corner. Rebounding edge right now is going to the Knicks. 3 offensive rebounds for the Knicks, none for Indiana. That's something that could prove troublesome. If I'm getting points right now with the Knicks, I probably lean the Knicks, but I'm not. I'm
not getting points yet. They're probably going to have to go down 10 for us to get points.
Yeah. So the total's at 232. So, I mean, we've definitely kind of dropped off here the last 3 minutes here. Mm-hmm. We had 40 points at the 5:56 mark. We're down 3 minutes later, and we've got 51 points.
They didn't miss a shot the first 3 minutes. So everybody was hitting shots. So, yeah, of course it came back down to earth.
Yeah, it's also you also saw the bench kind of came into this game a little bit as well. So sorry, I was looking at something.
It's okay. Keep looking. So Josh Hart, 3 assists, 2 points, 1 steal, no rebounds to this point.
Yeah. What's the hockey score? Still 0-0?
Oh, the hockey, you say? Did you watch the hockey last night? It was not exciting. A 5-2 Florida. Scoreless, 4 minutes into the game. Oilers and Dallas. I wonder if Mel's here tonight.
If you gave Eastern Conference Florida to win like 2 weeks ago before the last series. So, yes.
Yeah. I wonder if Mel or Gerardo are in here tonight. Give us some hockey bets. Viper, D-Money, all these guys.
I know where Gerardo is, but he should be in there.
Where's Gerardo? Is he watching soccer?
No, I mean, he's sitting in this other Discord, so I know he's talking.
Oh.
So.
Okay. I'll tell Gerard to get his shit together, get over here and give us some bets. Oh, Josh Hart 3. Let's get a double-double with assists. in points.
Yeah, it works.
If he can get us 7 assists by the half, maybe 6. Maybe 6 by the half. I think we're okay.
I think you're getting a little greedy there, but okay.
Then how's he going to get us 10? He hadn't, a goddamn rebound yet.
Yeah, I mean, but again, he can do it either way, which is kind of why you bet the double and don't just bet his rebounds. So
absolutely.
Yeah, because most likely he's going to get his 10 points. Bridges got 8 points and need 15, so that's good. OG Anunoby is giving him nothing. McBride already hit 1 3, by the way. We just need 1 more 3. Robinson's got 3 rebounds. We need 4 more for the rest of the game. So things are still looking pretty good.
I think things are looking fine. It's very, very early. 31-30.
I mean, 31-30 from the Knicks' perspective. They're right in this. Halliburton's got 5 assists. So I was interested to see how much Siakam does in this. So
how's Brittany Sykes doing for us in the WNBA?
10 p.m.
Oh, she must be a stud. Like, is Caitlin Clark the best player in the NBA, WNBA?
I told you the 3 best players that are going to have a chance. So it's your 2 best players. I still think it's Asia Wilson is your number 1 best player in the league. Your second best player is probably Nafisa Collier. She plays for the Lynx. I think she's overtaken Breanna Stewart, and then I would put Caitlin Clark 4th.
Okay.
People won't like that, but Clark benefits by the offense they run. Meaning, when they play, so far they haven't really played anybody who really plays defense, especially on the perimeter. Clark had a really good game. I was happy to see that she was able to get 10 assists versus a pretty good defensive Atlanta team. When they play Minnesota and they play the Liberty and they play the Aces, she doesn't get 10 assists. Don't take her to get 10 assists. That's not happening. But they play an up and down style. They run up and down the floor. Defense is kind of an afterthought, which is why I said they're the Golden State Warriors. That entire team is the Golden State Warriors for the last couple of years. That's what they're. We're going to jack up threes. We're going to cut to the basket. We're going to try to get layups from cuts, but there's going to be no really low post-up games. Your tallest player is 6'5", and she's barely 6'5". I really think she's 6'4", but everybody says she's 6'5". Yeah, I'm on Edmonton as well. I would like to see Edmonton get to the finals, but so I think we get so there. Now, granted, everyone's going to go. So if you saw the stat that came out today, so the NBA has a record of most number of 20-point game 10 assist games. Okay. The current leader was Courtney Vandersloot. Okay. She's a aged player that's been playing. She's in her late 30s. Okay. Nobody really knows who she is if you don't watch the W. Not a household name. It took her 493 games to get the record. Caitlin Clark has tied her in 42 games.
Okay.
So she's going to be legendary. We are going to talk about her, unfortunately, for the next 10 years. TJ McConnell scores. He's up to 3. So let's see if we can get to 6.5. So she's a very, very good player. She has some of the same issues that you have with Steph Curry. Please don't shoot that 37-footer when the other team has momentum kind of deal. Which, yeah, you're right. She hits 1 or 2. She misses 3 to 4. But she's a tremendous passer. She's getting better driving. Her biggest thing is going to be defensively when she decides to actually give a damn defensively is a big deal. And then she sometimes is careless with the ball, just like Steph Curry. Throws the ball away, dancing with it for 10 seconds and makes a bad pass. But yeah, she is going to be a legendary player.
Okay, but back to the NBA. So it's 35-34. Knicks have the lead now, and we're at the end of the first quarter. And what is it? Hart's going to the line. So it'll be the 36 or 37, 34 Knicks. We'll go check out the lines. But yeah, I'm on Edmonton tonight too, guys. So we're with the Oilers together. I have a question about the Knicks for you. Are there any future Hall of Famers on this team? Any at all? Because Brunson's 28. He's going to have to put up like monster numbers from 20 for the next 4 years. He's going to have to average almost 25 points a game.
He's got a chance. He's got a chance to do 25. It's got to be a question of healthy. Can he stay healthy for 5 years?
Towns?
Towns would probably be the other guy over there. Mikal Bridges isn't. Everybody loves OG Anunoby, but to me, he doesn't. I know he's hurt here, but he doesn't show up consistently. He's a guy who flashes every now and then when he has the right matchup. So we get a 70-point first quarter, and the Knicks end the quarter up 2. So
who's the one guy on the Pacers that could be in the Hall of Fame? Halliburton, if he plays for a long time?
I don't even think it's Halliburton. I really don't. I
mean, nobody. It's very possible nobody in this series is going to Hall of Fame, which is fascinating to me because back when the Knicks and the Pacers played back in the 90s, now we probably would have been saying, hey, is Reggie Miller going to be this great for another 3 or 4 years? Right? Patrick Ewing, first ballot. I mean, Patrick Ewing is a complete layup with that. And the big problem that I had with the Knicks, Ernie Grunfeld never got him a number 2. John Starks was never really a number 2. He just wasn't. He was there for a couple of years.
A diminutive energy guy, point guard who occasionally hit the right shot.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got the Lynx up 6 now. Shepard's got 2 and 5. That's why they never give you her. Williams has got 5 and 3, so that's good for us. Collier's got 8 and 3. Carlton got her first rebound. That's good. Beckers has got 4 assists, 1 rebound, and has missed all her shots she has taken. Maddie Sagers has scored, so that's good. 5 minutes ago in the second quarter. Hallie has a chance, but the issue I have with Hallie is never going to be that elite scorer. His basic shots, if you look at his shot chart, it's a quick heave, weird shooting motion 3, or he blows by the guy and gets a layup. If he doesn't blow by and get a layup, he doesn't score anywhere else from except 3.
I think Hallie has a chance too, Viper, but it's a long time from now. Time from now.
I think point guard is probably the most overblown position in the NBA.
Now.
Because I think every team has a good point guard for the most.
And every team has 5 guys that can handle the ball.
Well, it's not only that, but what I'm saying from point guard perspective is to make the Hall of Fame, to me, you've got to be one of the top 5 guys in the league. He's never going to be a top 5 point guard in the league. I don't see it. I don't. I could be wrong. He could get 10 assists. Or he looked early on 2 years ago. We talked about this. He was getting double-doubles, triple-doubles every other game. We betted a ton. And then it just kind of went away. This year, it completely went away until we got to February. And then we started to get some doubles. So it hardly ever the triple doubles. Those are the kind of things you're looking. But you look around the league. Is he better than John Morant? No. Realistically, would you take Halliburton over Derek White right now?
Yes.
Would you take him? Would you take him over Trae Young?
Yes.
Okay. Would you take him over Dame? A healthy Dame. Is he going to be as good as Dame has been in his career?
I don't think so.
Okay. So
Dame's
do you think Dame is all of it? Dame is a very, very good player.
Was. He's not the guy anymore.
Yeah. So, I mean, you go, will you take him over Tyrese Maxey?
Oof. No.
Okay.
No, I would take him over Tyrese Maxey. Yes.
You would. Okay.
Yeah. I think he's a stud. He's just going to have to get better, and he's going to have to do it for 6 or 7 years.
I don't think he shoots consistently. I think he's a very streaky shooter.
But that can change as you get older.
It can. But he's not in the league. This is not his second year in the league. You're going to have to give this guy a $175 million contract soon. in what year?
I mean, what are you going to do? Say no? Like, he's the guy.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times where teams do need to say no and say, look, we think you're 165. They won't do it because there's really no cap in the NBA. But yeah, I mean, this is his 4th year. So yeah, he has to have a option and will be up for a max contract probably this summer.
Okay, guys, we got a nice crowd tonight for this Knicks Pacers game. Of course, Foxy's been killing it in the WNBA. We'll talk some WNBA. I don't see any live spots to hit in Major League Baseball as of right now. We do have a couple games coming up later on tonight that I'm interested in, though. Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and then Angels, A's, where I can see a lot of offense coming up in that one. But just so you know, smash the like button. If you're on X, come check us out on our YouTube channel, Nuke the House, and we'll give you 1 free week. When you go to nukethehouse.com, sign up for any plan. We won't charge you at the end if you don't want to be charged, but use the code Nuke the House at nukethehouse.com. Great live bettors. And Keg got off the schneid. I said it was like 20-something units yesterday. He went over 40 units this weekend. I won a dozen. So nice. That's good. We're getting back. We're back, man.
Big NASCAR day.
Big NASCAR day, big Scheffler day, and then a big UFC day too. Just parlays.
Yeah, I saw him have a bunch of things with Scheffler. Yeah, and then he hit
today he threw 10 parlays and he's not even done. Basically, all we got to do is hit one of them and we're in the money.
Yeah, and make sure you understand and tell the guys these are not 4-leg, 3-leg parlays. These are 2 legs. They're for the most part.
Yeah, they're just long.
I haven't even looked at what he gave. He just gave him, There's just some long shots that he likes.
You give 10, you hit a 50-1. All of a sudden, you put 10 units in, you hit 50.
I just want to say, just for probability reasons, not like, I could throw a 14 parlay and have a plus 1,000 in every single game.
That's not what we have.
Very likely that versus I can have a 2 with a correlated parlay with 1 long shot and one highly favorable outcome. So, So we got 41 to 43.
TJ McConnell, man, having himself a start here tonight.
We told you he just cashed. So that's our first cash of the day.
7 points already.
Told you he averages 10 points versus the Knicks.
He eats them. He eats them alive. Now we got to get Nembhard going.
Yeah, Nembhard's still got 2, right?
3. Nembhard has 3.
Yeah. And like I said, I definitely going to play more. McConnell's live total is 11.5.
Well, here's what I did with one of your bets because I didn't want to place 3 big bets. I took Mitch Robb 6 rebounds, Nembhard 10 points, McBride 1-3. So we cashed the McBride. Got to get Nembhard going, and Mitch Robb already has 3 rebounds. So it's really going to come down to Nembhard.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
And I suppose I can figure out how to hedge out of it later on if I need to, but I don't know.
Mikal Bridges, again, if you haven't noticed, his numbers in New York are substantially better than him on the road. So that's kind of where I start to target him, is really when any time he plays in New York. Is Turner going to slow down? That's kind of the one question I really have right now from a Pacer standpoint.
Yep.
Because Turner's not a guy who really gets 25. He generally starts off really well and then ends up the game with like 18.
Okay.
So those are frustrating. Yeah.
All right. Let me get you the live lines here in the NBA. Again, the line closed at 223.5. It's up to 240.5. It's 43-41 Pacers. Knicks minus 2.5. Pacers plus 20 on the money line. Minus 54 for the Knicks.
Yeah.
How are WNBA bets looking early?
Oh, like I said, we only got the one game right now, and so far everything's going pretty well.
Good. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Draisaitl scoring for the Oilers, 1-0 nice. Edmonton over Dallas. And I think the whole show is on the Oilers here, including our chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Drop your best bets in the chat like you normally do. Little betrayed tonight by DB Gnarly, one of my favorite guys. He's hanging out with Keg. What am I going to do?
What's Keg? What's he on spaces?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gnarly, Stenberg. Very, very, very tough. Very, very difficult to accept those two guys going over there. But we know Stenberg, the only chance he's going to have to get on there is to be with Keg.
Okay. My conversation's a little different than, like, what sport is he giving out?
I think they're just watching this and bullshitting.
Okay. A lot of bullshit, I would think. Okay, got it.
Yeah, just having fun, We're trying new things here. I mean, I wish it wasn't during our show. That's fine. Whatever. We'll be fine. We got a nice crowd tonight, though. I'm excited. We got a good basketball game, and we got some baseball going on. Mets and Red Sox still tied at 1 in the 7th. In this one, Crochet just 5 1/3 with 5 Ks and a run. McGill went 4 2/3, struck out 10. Tyler McGill struck out 10 and 4 2/3, gave up a run tonight. Then he turned it over to the bullpen. Yankees and the Rangers also a 1-1 game, top of the 6th inning. Jake Berger with a bomb. Yarborough, 5 innings, 8 Ks, 3 hits and a run for the Yankees. DeGrom, 5 innings, 2 hits, a run, and 7 Ks. And then we got 2 other games in progress. Toronto leading the Padres 2-0 in the 6th. Well, Vasquez actually didn't get rocked tonight, so I guess that's good news for them. Gosman, 6 shutout innings, no walks, 7 Ks. We had, you're not going to believe this, Nathan Lukes with the 2-run home run out of the 9-hole. And then Philly and Colorado underway. We've got 1 out in the top of the 1st. How many runs have been scored?
1-0. 1-0.
Yep, it is. Trey Turner got going with a single, a stolen base, Harper, single, and then Turner comes along to score.
I personally just took TJ McConnell to get 2 more rebounds.
All right. What's the number?
-120.
All right. So TJ McConnell to get, let me see this here.
4.5.
Explain it. Explain this to me, please.
I'm kind of shocked that he's still on the floor right now. He's probably only going to be on the floor for about a minute and a half. So if you want to wait, but I think he's got a pretty good chance here. They're kind of hitting the glass. That's kind of like we talked about. They were getting beat in the glass. This second unit has come out and really been a little bit more cognizant of the glass. So he has 3 rebounds already. I like his chance to get 2 more before they end the game. Yep.
So I'm going to hold off then if he's going to the bench soon. And we'll see if we can get it even money.
Yeah, I can see that. So Pacers go back up front. They're up 4 right now. Matherin's got 5. He's kind of the one guy I kind of think has the potential to be a tremendous player. I think he's kind of he's in that shot where he's kind of James Harden right now, which good player. Just other players in front of him that do other things, and he doesn't get that shot to really just be on the floor.
I got to say something. I'm going to go in and yell at Stenberg and Gnarly on spaces.
Okay.
We'll see if they pick it up. You'll just hear me. You will hear me. Just have this in the background. I'll randomly be talking to them.
All right. I don't care. All right. Knicks cut it to 1. Call it to Towns with another rebound. It's only his 2nd rebound. Who is it? Cameron Payne. So,
they're talking about combat paramedics.
For what purpose?
Very, very disappointed in DB Gnarly. Very disappointed.
Is this kind of like the gorilla conversation here? We're now added paramedics.
No, we're doing a show right now, but I'm in spaces supporting the boys, hoping DB Gnarly was here to sweat the games out with us, and instead he's hanging out with Stenberg.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm leaving now.
Whatever floats his boat. Yep.
Someone said it's eat shit. I don't know who it was, though.
I couldn't even tell you how to actually get into spaces. I'm sure I can click. You just did. I'm sure you can click.
Oh, X. Yeah, I clicked on it. You're right. I just did get into it. You're right. You're right.
Other than that, like if someone today set up a Spaces, I'd be like, all right, okay, I'll figure it out. But
I mean, I got enough shit to do without doing Spaces, man. I think it's good, and I think we could grow it, but there's too much other going on. And I want to live bet this thing. I just want to focus on these games.
All right, so let me ask you about a restaurant experience I had, and tell me.
Let's go right up my alley.
Not a bad experience. So we were out. So we've been kind of doing graduation dinners with various members of the family. Okay. We're at a steakhouse, and we all get our steak. And I basically didn't want to go steak because I just had steak the other night before, and the waiter kind of talked me into the ribs. So I said, "What was better, your steak or your ribs?" And it's like, "Our ribs are fantastic." And I went, quite frankly, the ribs were fantastic. Again, I just had steak. I also was going out to eat at Fogo today. That's a little too much steak. Okay. All right. So I didn't
get the vegetarian platter at Fogo de Chao?
No. And everybody's food arrives.
Okay.
And I'm still sitting there. And 5 minutes passes. My son's halfway through his steak. Our guest that's there is pretty much through. My wife is pretty much almost through half her steak. And kind of sits there, and guy finally comes and it's like, "How was your food?"
How was it?
So, "I'll let you know when I get it." And then the maitre d' comes and he's like, "You haven't got your food?" And he said, "What'd you order?" And I said, "Well, I ordered the ribs and a thing of broccoli." And it's like, "All right, I'll get right on it." "Oh, it's our thing. It's coming right out." Yeah. Okay. 15 minutes pass.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody's done.
For the most 15 minutes, they all ate?
For the most part, everybody's pretty much done.
Damn,
now, my wife's family doesn't talk when they eat. They just sit down and eat.
Okay.
So that's something I had to get used to in Christmas and Easter and stuff like that. It was just silencio. And all right, so 15 minutes comes through. "Oh, it'll be right out. It'll be right out." Still waiting. Everybody's pretty much put their portion of what they're not going to eat or take home to the side. Everyone at this point is kind of leaned back, just relaxing. Finally brings out my food. "Hey, we got it. Here you go." Hotter than hell. So I know basically this was just rush cooked. Like we basically totally forgot about it. We rush cooked. Didn't give me a comp. Didn't offer me dessert. Didn't offer anything. And what was your thought? Where I basically and everybody had then sat there and watched me cook. So there's 6 people at the table, and they're just sitting there watching me eat.
Yep.
And I'm like, and then we go to the tip part, and I was like, just because we're at a nice restaurant, I'm doing 20%. But I shouldn't have. So, and that was my thought. So
20% is how much you live in a tip?
Yes, I still leave 20% on tip.
I leave 25.
Okay.
And then if I go to fast food, I'm always like, all right, I'll give you $1 because you're fucking fast food. You don't deserve more than that. Like, come on.
I that's all I do.
I shouldn't even tip, but I like some of the people where I bring my kids, so I give them $1.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do $1, and guess what? You're probably talking to 40 people, and they're also doing $1 as well. Yeah. You're probably making an extra $40 in tips.
I got an update, though. I got an update from the hockey real quick, and then I do want to finish the story with you. So Draisaitl scored for the Oilers, and the Stars got on the board with Tyler Seguin. So 1-1 the score with 4 minutes left in the first period. Oilers and the Stars. Oilers out shooting them 11-9 right now. But yeah, I mean, I would have talked to the manager. That's just me, though. I'd have talked to the manager. I've been like, listen, I've been waiting here all night. My food comes out. Everyone's done eating. We need to leave. You postpone things, plans for after this. What are you going to do for me?
Yeah, that's kind of the way out there. But just because for the event that we're at, and there's other people and events, things that, and it's kind of like, yeah. So I mean, just the way they do graduations now, it's like,
how is the bathroom at Fogo de Chao? I'm always fascinated by nice restaurant bathrooms. I need them to be clean.
It's a very nice restaurant bathroom. Yeah. This Fogo is only like a year old.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I got to go buy my daughter a wedding dress, or a flower girl dress this weekend. That'll be fun.
But the one problem that both these restaurants have an issue with, what the crap did OJ and Newbie do?
I have no idea what he's doing.
He's got to be so hurt.
By the way,
I mean,
yeah.
He just blew a layup that it looked like he didn't have the strength to get it to the rim.
So McConnell, actually, here's something interesting. He went from 4.5 minus 115 to the bench, and now he's 5.5 plus 130 at DK.
I wouldn't go 3. 2 is where I
think that kind of backfired on me waiting.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with the 5, and that's what I'm setting at.
Yeah, I am not getting in on it now.
This game's going back and forth. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if the Pacers can continue to keep pace. We talked about they were 80% earlier. They're down to 62%. They've only hit that same number of threes. They're at 3 threes. The Knicks have hit 6 threes. That's been kind of your difference in the game here. The Knicks are shooting 54%. No defense is still being played. We had a 70-point first half. Then we're coming back, and this has come back a little bit there, but we're still on pace for a 55-point second quarter.
Can I ask you something real quick? It was McConnell you were betting, right?
Yes.
Because FanDuel says he has 7, and his number is 11.5.
Correct. That's a points-wise. We were betting rebounds.
There you go. There you go, smart guy.
Yep.
All right, let's go look at rebounds. McConnell.
Yeah. So Josh Hart gets a rebound here.
McConnell's rebounds 4.5 plus 114. Got to take it.
Hart's up to 3 rebounds, 3 assists now.
I don't care if McConnell's on the bench. Is he coming back in the first half?
No.
Oh, then
he'll come in the third quarter. You can wait. At this point, you can wait. There's no reason to take it now.
I mean, I might get 3.5.
Another rebound for Hart, and it's another over top and just misses a wide open dunk.
Well, let's go, Josh Hart.
He tried to pull the hammer back, and it was there. And then Karl Anthony Towns says, I own the Pacers. There we go.
Let's go. Hold on. Hart has 3 rebounds is what the box score says.
Yeah, it gave him 3. It gave him 3. It already gave him the 3, but 1 before. Yeah.
Okay. So we
TV was behind the stats. My question is, do we take the Yankees now?
All right, let's go look at what's going on in the Yankees. Mets just went up 3-1, by the way.
Yep.
Brett Beatty with a 2-run single. He's starting to show signs of life. Him and Jackson Holiday. Do we take the Yankees? Well, what's DeGrom's pitch count? 86. He's probably in there for another inning.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you really wanted to take the Yankees, you'd take them in the bottom of the 7th with 2 down.
Yeah, but it's 1-1, and they're coming up the bat, aren't they?
No, they're going to the top of the 7th now.
Okay, correct. So Texas is up. So you get a better number when the opposing team is at bat.
Unless you're taking it right now and it's a full inning. So you're not getting the best number if you bet it right now.
I mean, unless I wait till basically the next inning, yes.
That's what I wanted. That's what I'm going to do. I like the look. I like the look for the Yankees. 1-1 with the Rangers. Neither team's hitting. What's the line? Let's go look at the lines then.
It was minus 115 last time I looked at it.
I mean, I don't think they get a run off DeGrom again.
I've already nibbled. Yes.
Okay.
But do you think DeGrom is really going to pitch into the 7th inning?
I mean, he's only at 86 pitches.
Doesn't matter. He's also coming off a major injury. I don't think he's pitched any game where he's gone that much. You can get the Yankees at plus 200 because Jake Berger just went yard.
He hit his 2nd home run of the game.
Did he hit the first one? Yeah. Yep. Berger, who started off really terrible that I cut him in fantasy, has started to show some life.
That's why I'm waiting.
Well,
now we can jump on him in the 7th if you wanted to, or even in the 8th.
Yeah, so Berger's got 4 home runs on the year, and he's hit 2 of them in this game.
Here's the other one. You could actually look at the Yankees if you think they're going to come back and win. You could take the Yankees +1, but that's -30. All right, I'll stay. We'll see what happens here. I think DeGrom stays in.
We'll see.
I don't see why you take him out at 86 just because what the inning doesn't matter to me. So here's his pitch log so far. His highest pitch got 96. His last 3 games have been 89, 90, 96. I think they bring him out. And if they don't, then I'll hit it.
Okay. At this point, yeah, I mean, I was hoping it to be 1-1. I'm not hoping for.
Yeah. The other place that gives you -1s is Bet Rivers.
Yep.
We'll see or +1s, I should say. We'll see what the Yankees have here, because you could sprinkle a half on a +1 and a half on a win instead of putting the full unit into just one of them. Give yourself a little bit of security. So the Yankees are -124 +1. So it's actually a better number over there at Rivers than you're going to get at DK. Knicks up by 6 with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Time to go to the live lines and see where we are sitting at. We'll run through everything at halftime, see if we can come up with some live bets. But Knicks -5.5. That's up a point from the close. 240.5 is the total. So here we go again. We're just sitting there at 240.5. Any chance that either one of these two teams plays defense in the second half?
The way this is going, no. The Pacers are going to push pace. This game's going to be a lot faster than what it was going to be. So, yeah. But I'm kind of waiting to see if this ends up to be 122 or 125 here. I mean, if you want to nibble the over, that's kind of what I do. But the books are giving you an over.
I don't want to bet the over. I want to bet the under.
Yeah, that's going to be.
And I can't do it. I mean, you're telling me that this is just going to continue. I'm not going to bet the under. It just went down to 238.5, though.
Yeah. Right now, I'm looking at the Lynx Wings game. So Lynx are up 7 at halftime. Courtney Williams is stuck. Where's she at? She's stuck on 5, which I don't like. I'm trying to figure out, did she get hurt when I wasn't watching? And I don't see anything. But boy, she hasn't done much. Second quarter, she was invisible. Collier's got 8. Samuelson's got not 8. So Paige hit her first 3, so we need one more 3.
I would like to see Nembhard get going. He's got 3 points.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see him touch the ball. That'd be a positive.
That'd be another one. Is he going to play the rest of the half, though? He's played 13 minutes already.
Yes, Nembhard will finish up the half.
All right, so we might be able to get 5 out of him by the end. Well, here he goes to the rim.
Basically playing a point guard, and Halliburton just stood in the corner. It's going to go to the line.
I mean, Nembhard, ever since you said he just needs to touch the ball, and now he's just touching the ball. He went and he got stuffed at the rim. And what'd you say? He's going to the line, right? Yep. All right. Would have been nice if he could have gotten an one there, but we'll take it.
And that shot had no chance in hell.
We will take it. All right. We should be done with the first period. Yeah. We're done with the first period in Dallas, Oilers, and Stars. 1-1 Western Conference Finals. Sagan and Draisaitl, the goal scorers in this game.
Interesting.
What's interesting? The Stars are showing up. Like it's the super
squad.
Yeah, well, he's there now. The Rockies got on the board. They trail the Phillies 2-1 in the top of the second. Let's see here. The Yankees get out of it. There's 2 down for the Yankees. There's 2 down for the Rangers in the top of the 7th. If DeGrom is done, then I could see going in on a +1. But you know what? The number isn't even going to be that good anymore on a +1. So just going to have to take him on the money line.
We got bots. Plenty of bots tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot of bots. That's good. That means somebody's watching us. So funny, because I've been shopping for my daughter's Flower Girl dress. Now, every time I go to a website, Dillard's comes up with their beautiful girls' dresses. Unfortunately, that's the top of my page. Every goddamn page. It's amazing. Something I really don't want to see. Tempers, Flair, and Tush Bush debate. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I did. I think the NFL is trying to push to moving this, but it's hilarious when you talk to the Eagles, like Mamuto or Bachila, I can't forget, the left guard basically sat there and said, we'll just do it without pushing it, because most of the plays, he's just pushing through. No one pushes him. Like, the push is irrelevant for the most part. I mean, if you watch basically Hurts get pushed, it's more okay, guys guiding him mainly, but there's no he's shoving him up the line. He's doing it on his own.
The Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie was at the owners meeting, right? So he had a speech that lasted almost an hour, and he said, no matter how you guys vote, it's a win-win for us. It's like a wet dream for a teenage boy to create a play that's so successful. The only way for it to be stopped is to be banned, which is bullshit. Now,
I mean, but what do you
VP of football operations, Troy Vincent, chastised Lurie for saying wet dream in front of women at the meeting.
Oh, who cares?
Why do women give a shit?
Grow up.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Why does a woman even give a shit about that?
Women have wet dreams just as much.
Oh.
Just saying they do.
I mean, I don't know if they call them that, though.
They don't call them wet dreams, but yeah, they still have dreams.
Sex dreams.
Yes.
Yeah. Here, I got something for you. Women can experience wet dreams known as nocturnal orgasms or emissions. How about we just learn something new every day? It's less wet, but still intense. Thanks, Foxy.
Right. Okay, so it's 60-56.
Hey, there he is. Gnarly's in the house. What up? 8 minutes ago, he was in the house. What up, Gnarly? Gnarly's here.
He's saying he's multitasking.
The rest of those guys can stay over there. I don't even care. Stay where you are. Gnarly is the one guy that I need over here sometimes. He's my guy.
Yeah, McBride's got 5 points. I need one more three. He's 1 for 2. Robinson's got 3 rebounds. Bridges got 12 points. Towns has got 13 and 4. Hart's got 8, 4, and 3. Rebounds have now overtaken his there. And once again, there's no defense. So there's Halliburton hits a 3. So he's up to 11 points now. Turner's got 12. Naismith has got 10. Siakam is not really bored. He's got 6. Nimrod's got 4. We talked about it. And then right now we get an and 1 from Jalen Brunson. So no defense is ever being played.
This is just a good game, man. This is like, I don't like betting overtimes, but I could see overtime tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's going back and forth. Neither of these teams are that good where they're going to pull apart like OKC did in the third quarter. I just don't. I
went back in on that bet too, by the way. I took this series over 5.5, and then I went back in on the Minnesota OKC series over 5.5 at plus
money. That worries me. I was out badly.
Now you're worried about it?
They as badly as they shot in the second half. Yeah, there were some thoughts that I had.
They'll be okay. They'll win a couple of games at home. Come on.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely win. Game 3 is definitely a win for them. But I could see an 0-2 going into game 3. So,
all right,
I had this one as a win, but we'll see. And Siakam finally gets in the scoring. Nope, he misses. And Hart gets a rebound though, so that gives us 5 rebounds for Hart.
Good, Josh Hart. Good. If we can just get this Nembhard guy to score, it'd be nice. What is Mitch Rob sitting on rebounds? 3 still? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in the game right now.
Yeah. So let's see what the McConnell rebounds have settled at.
Let's see what the
they just didn't over 4.5 plus 162 for 2 McConnell rebounds.
162?
Now they just dropped it to 1. Yeah, they just dropped it to 124. I don't know why it was at 162 for a second.
Sleep at the wheel. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I missed it though.
Yeah.
And then we've got McConnell's just all they're offering is 6+ at +110. I almost feel like I need to get in on this now. It's down to 122. That's it. I'm betting it. TJ McConnell over 4.5 at +122. Rebounds.
Like I said, I got on it a long time ago. So
I'm upset that I didn't get that 164 though, but it's dropping. So
yeah. So we are at 127 points in the first half.
Yeah.
So if you took the pregame over, you need 95 points to cash.
You're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So the total live is 241.5.
We've had playoff games that have been that bad, but yeah. Halliburton gets the ball bounced out to them. He hits a three. What's Halliburton's threes? He's got what, 2 threes made?
So where's this going to be? Like probably 135 at the half. 130?
No. I mean, it's 62, 65, 62. So
130 something.
Probably 130 would be my guess.
All right. So they're going to score 113 in the second half.
Yeah. They brought in McConnell back.
All right. I just can't bet. I mean, this total is 21 points up over the close. It's at 244.5 now.
Yeah. But it's a fold. Pace is definitely about Halliburton to hit 2 threes is +108. He's got 2 already. That's such an interesting number.
Why? Why is it only there?
Because typically when you hit 2 threes, you will as soon as you hit a 3, your number goes to. So if your number it goes to 3, it generally is almost always 2 threes, but you generally don't get plus money on it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why?
I like the +108 because I think he's going to have to get involved in this game. He can't continue to do what they're doing.
I mean, they can. They scored 62 points without him doing much.
He's got 14 points.
All right. They've scored 66 points. You said he's got to be in the game. Well,
yeah. I mean, Halliburton has scored the last 10 points, and they're down 5. And he's going to shoot a 3 here, too, by the way. He's going to brick it badly. But it's a Josh Hart rebound, so that's number 6.
Yeah, it's even better. Let's go, Josh Hart. How many points does Hart have? He's got 8. All right. So the double-double's looking good. Yeah. Need Nebhart to get going in the second half. Need Mitch Rob to get some rebounds. And then we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something, too. Like, it's 2 totally different games, but the Knicks teams 30 years ago, this team kind of reminds me of that. Again, no surefire Hall of Famer like Ewing, but just a bunch of dudes that just do their job. You know, nothing spectacular. The Knicks shouldn't have even been that good back in the 90s.
Look, they've got upper echelon players. So, and Mikal Bridges is an above-average player. Now, I get so issue because people call people superstars and they're not superstars because they're so scared to call people stars. They're so scared to say he's just a good player. He's not great. Shouldn't be a max guy. To me, like true superstars, there's probably less than 10 in the league. There are a ton of stars because as long as you are on the floor and you are a good player, you're going to be able to get stats, especially with how weak defense is really played for the most part in the NBA. We talk about that. We talk about that with journey guys who come in and it's like, oh, he's a great guy. You have guys who score 10 points from the G League, sign 10-day contracts, and they get 10 or 12. And they just get cut because they realize they're not continually there. They're just, with those games, we had minutes for you, so you were going to look like you're better than what you are. Mikal Bridges is a star, good player. He's not a superstar. Jalen Brunson, to me, is a borderline superstar. He's an all-star, which to me is the next level. And then you have guys like Karl Anthony Towns we talk about. I don't think he's a superstar because there's games he doesn't show up. So to me, he's an all-star player. And that's who the Knicks have. And then OJ Anunoby, I think, is the most overrated star there is. I think he's work in progress. And then I think they have a pretty good offensive player. You go to the other side of the Pacers. Pacers have no superstars. None. Miles Turner again, shows up sometimes. Pascal Siakam, maybe you call him a star, borderline all-star. Halliburton could be an all-star, but to me, he's still a star type player. And then you just have an elite depth. But I love when people looked at the Knicks, and I said, well, from a talent perspective, the Knicks are the better team.
Yes.
They have the better upper echelon players. However, you question in a 5 or 6 game series, especially because the NBA, for whatever genius move, said, hey, we're going to get to the conference finals, and then we're just going to go to a 1-game rest every single day. So we dominate the main game that's on TV for the next 13 days. But as Aaron Gordon even came out and said, really, there should be more than 1 day rest in between games. It's a shit show. You'd have better games. You'd have less blowouts because teams would be more ready to play. You're going to have that question come game 5, come game 6, the number of minutes the Knicks play. Does that take a toll?
All right, real quick. I'm going to run upstairs and get some water, but they just showed Ad Rock on television for the Beastie Boys. Nobody knew who he was. Chappelle's there, Larry David's there, Ad Rock's there. Love the Ad Rock. All right, boys, you're in good hands. We've got the Rangers and the Yankees. Rangers up 3-1. DeGrom comes back out, I believe, in the bottom of the 7th, right? Yep. So he's out there. Okay, cool. I'll be back in a sec, buddy.
Yep. We'll see. I mean, we've got things to look at. If you look at it from a points perspective, Halliburton's points are 12 points to score. If we believe Halliburton's going to come out here and try to take over, I would rather probably look at Halliburton's just third quarter points. And we could get that a plus 194 for Halliburton to score 6 in the third quarter. I'm going to go ahead and take that for a half unit. I'm perfectly fine with that. He came out the second quarter. He scored 10. Kind of went on a run. They're down 7 right now at the half. He's going to have to try to keep this close. Think he continues to get involved. So I like him to score 6 points in this third quarter and still kind of try to carry this team as much as he can. You're not getting much from Siakam. That's kind of the one guy I wonder if they kind of go to and try to say, okay, he's got to give us more. But Naismith has got 10. Turner's got 12. Halliburton's got 14. Nembhard, of course, the only guy we bet, has got 4. He's only taken 3 shots because 500 other people have taken shots. McConnell's got 7. Matherin's got 6. You go to the other side. Did they do that really? All right. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. I had an Andrew Painter notification today. I was trying to figure out if they call him up. Townsend's got 15. Bridges got 12. Brunson's got 18. He's 0 for 3 from 3. Hart's got 8, 6, and 3. So we're on the positive side of looking at there. OJ Anunoby should go ahead and take a seat. He's not doing anything. And he looks completely hobbled. So I don't know why he's trying to kind of cut this out. So it's going to be kind of who consistently is going to score. This is the first time they've given us so much guys to choose from. That's kind of crazy, the number of guys they've given us. I wish I could bet unders on this because I would bet OG Anunoby under in the third quarter. We appreciate that bouncing back, Gnarly. Trying to see what we can give on. So I'm not going to take that with that. I'm going to take this with this. I am going to give out that 6 for Halliburton, and let me go ahead and add that to the chat. So we're going to go Hallie, 6 points. Yeah, of course, it's not printing. Hallie, 6 points, third quarter, plus 194.
All right, buddy. What do we got? Yankees just got a run. Did you know that?
Nope.
Bellinger just hit a home run off DeGrom.
Nice. Tie in.
Yeah.
Cool.
They should have listened to you. Now the Yankees are plus 165 on the money line.
Plus 165 in a tie game?
No, they're down a run. 3-2. They scored a run is what I said.
Oh, Texas scored 2 runs.
Yeah, they were up 3-1 at one point.
Got it. Okay, that's what I'm missing. Okay, I'm good. I'm taking Halliburton to score 6 points in the third quarter for half unit at plus 195. Or I forgot that.
You want me to throw it in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, Hallie 6 points third quarter. What's
I
the
already have it in the chat.
Oh, what's the
plus
juice?
194.
Oh, I mean, let's face it, dude. There's a lot of offense. There's not a lot of defense.
Well, you got to remember, he just scored 10 points in the second quarter. They're down 7. He's going to have to keep them attached. He's hitting his shots right now. We talk about a very consistent, streaky shooter. He's hitting his shots right now. I think he'll continue to hit his shots. So, Hart's live total on rebounds is 10.5. So
have you been doing on those quarter bets? Do you know?
50.
50-50?
Yep.
No,
Doing better. Most of the time I do better in the plus money ones than I do in the other ones, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Boy. Now you got me wanting to take the Yankees. 2 outs in the 7th plus 220.
Yeah, if you take it, I'd just be nibbling. That's all I'd be doing.
You'd be what?
I would just nibble it. It's not anything to take big or anything like that with it. Boy, they have shut her down, have they? Beckers has 5 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists.
Is that bad?
Well, it's Beal's worst game as a pro, but again, this is only her third game, so so not where we want her to be right now. Collier's got 14 and 6. Williams has got 5 and 6. We need one more assist to cash the 6.5. Carlton's up to 3 rebounds. We need 4.5. Jessica Shepard, who I'd love to bet, is at 7 rebounds, but nobody ever gives me her.
All right, so I'm in with you on the Yankees. I think 2 down. Once they get out of this inning, and I'll probably get a 2 1/4, and then I'm going to hit it. So Belly homered. And Wells is up. So where are we in the order? So they're going to have 8, 9, and 1 in the 8th. And then Rice, Judge, and Bellinger in the 9th. This could absolutely backfire.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a nice lineup up. You definitely got to like that at all when you look at your chances here.
Yeah, and the Rangers bullpen's kind of league average. The thing that I think is interesting is the fact that it's going to be DJ LeMahieu and Vivas, which is probably 2 straight outs there, and then they flip it over to Grisham. I mean, I might have to wait till the 9th now. If it's 3-2 at the end of the 8th, then I'll get it then. I'll hold off until then though. Okay. We got spam, getting a lot of spam a lot. What are you seeing in game 2 of the Western Conference Finals? Are you a little worried that the Timberwolves are going to get their asses kicked again? Let me get the lines up for you real quick. Timberwolves plus 8, 214.5 is the total.
Well, I mean, I'm shocked that Naz Reid was so disappointing in the first game. I think you got to use Gobert if he's on the floor. I think he played fine. I think the rebounds assist on Ant, as long as it's 11.5, is kind of where the high probability.
We just got there last night too, buddy. You just got us there.
I like the Caruso at 8.5 points if they start putting that too high. J-Dub averaged 20.3 points versus them, so we talked about that. He seemed to have a very good game again at home. That would be something I would consider. I was quite shocked that Jaden McDaniels, who got off to a good young start, really was kind of an aftermath. Randall, again, I mean, there's no way the books are going to give you 20 points like they did. It's probably going to be 21, 22.5 right now. But he's an interesting look to take a look at. Chet got to 15. I'd kind of consider that there. I was shocked he wasn't as big as he was in the rebound angle. And other than that, for the most part, I think I'm going to take the SGA assist again at 6.5, as long as that doesn't get the push up to 7.5.
You want to go look up some numbers for you?
If you want, that's fine. I'm probably gonna be on OKC, but I'm not taking them at -8. I'll take them in some alts with some parlays and stuff like that.
So you were looking at SGA assist?
Yeah.
6.5 heavy juice.
Yeah, which means you got to take it with some parlays or something. Like SGA to score 25 points and six assists or 6.5 assists. Either one I think works. Yep.
Then let's see if we can get rebounds and assists on Ant-Man, because that's just been a printer.
Yep.
Rebounds, assists, Edwards. 11.5 juice to the tilt, man. It's up to 12.5 at DK. It moved. It actually opened at 12.5 and got bet down to 11.5 and went back to 11.5. That's nuts.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yep.
Okay. Well, smash the like button. You get a chance. We appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. That's pretty cool. Ant Edwards got fined for lobbing a ball at whose testicle? SGA's testicles yesterday.
Yeah, but I think that some of that was kind of blown out of proportion. It's not like he fired it at him. Like we're
no.
trying to hurt him. Yeah.
He's still. I mean, he tossed it toward his nuts, but yeah, I think SGA knew it was coming.
Yep.
First time since 2006 that the Tigers have the best record in baseball through 50 games. How the hell are we almost a third of the way through the baseball season already? What the fuck?
Yeah, it flies.
It flies. To say
it
the
definitely
least.
flies by. I mean, you looked at most of the promising young rookies are called up. There's a couple we're still waiting on, but they should be up fairly shortly. And Chandler and Anthony. Trying to look and see what is some of the trades that are going to be available and some of the starting pitching. Okay. The biggest is the NL West. Is there any other division that's anywhere close to them? Like you take the NL West, add up all their games. Is there any other division that's within 30 wins of what that cumulative total is going to be?
No.
And that's the sad thing. And you look at where they're at right now. Everybody who had the Dodgers at 110, 112 wins, whatever you really want to. Their pre-flex, I think, was 106, to be honest with you. And they are not running away with the division. They're there. They're winning the division. But the Padres and Giants are a game and a half. The Diamondbacks are 40. The only thing with the makes the NL West there is you then have the Rockies, who have 8 wins. 8. I think some of the races are interesting. The Cardinals coming out of nowhere. They're the second best record for the month of May.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know who they have on their team. I mean, Arenado, that didn't even play most of those games. I mean, Mason wins an okay.
Yeah, Newbar, Donovan, guys like that. But yeah, it's their pitching that just kind of caught fire.
Yep.
You know, and even Miles Mikolas had a couple of good starts. Go figure.
Yeah. Eric Vetty, I mean, we all know
Vetty's a joke.
Every year he ends up with a great number, then gets traded, and then completely goes down the tube as soon as he gets traded. So
yes. I mean, listen, Sonny Gray, Piante had a good start today. Liberatore's gotten off to a good start, but Yeah, it's. I don't see that staying. I don't see that staying. I mean, Libator's got a sub-3 ERA. That's not going to last all year. I have a hard time believing that. All right, here we go. Second half about to get underway. Eastern Conference Finals. Let's catch you up on the live lines. Here's what we got. It is a 244.5 total. The game closed at 223.5. It's the Knicks minus 7.5.
1 rebound for Hart.
It closed at 4. I have a question for you. Do we want to get on the Pacers at plus 7.5?
I'm a little worried that the Pacers are going to run out of gas here.
You're weary of the Pacers. Okay.
That's my big question with Halliburton here, because I think he's going to goal for Edmonton 2-1.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Oilers.
I think Halliburton's going to have to keep them attached. Now, we did get a Josh Hart offensive rebound to start off, so that's good. So that's 7.
Okay.
2 points and 3 rebounds.
The double-double is looking really good.
Yep.
Oh, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scored the second goal. So Draisaitl, Hopkins, and Sagan with the goals tonight in the Western Conference Finals in the NHL. I mean, they had almost 70 points in the first half, the Knicks did. That's insane.
Yeah. I was trying to look at there. I mean, the shooting is definitely there, and here comes Halliburton, which I expected, and he misses. And Josh Hart, another rebound.
All right, he's going to get that double-double here soon. Nembhard needs to wake up.
Yeah, it helps to shoot more than 3 times.
Yeah, and one time go in against the biggest guy on the floor and get stuffed. So, yeah, I see your point.
Brunson with a we had an OG Anunoby signing. He actually did something successful on the basketball court.
If any of you are interested, drop your best bets in the chat. If you got any questions for Foxy, go ahead and do so.
Halliburton gets 2.
There you go.
Let's go. 4 more. He's taken 2 of the first 3 shots, so I like it.
He's being assertive.
Yes. He's demanding the basketball and going after it.
Did anyone think he was going to be this good when he was at Iowa State? I don't remember that.
He was the number 8 pick overall. It wasn't like he was a bad pick at all. So, yes, he was expected to be a pretty
I didn't think he'd be the best player on his team.
Because he went to Sacramento.
Yeah.
I mean, if he went to the Pacers, again, we talked about this. There's some good players. There's not a lot of stars. There's some lunch pail guys that you like that are solid players, like Andrew Nembhard. And Andrew Nembhard starting on what, 20% of the NBA basketball teams? He's a small guard. He's not very big. He's not very quick. He plays great defense, but he's not starting in Memphis over Desmond Bane. He's not starting in Chicago. I mean, there's a lot of – he's a good player, but still not there. I do think we have some misses here. We only got 4 points in the first 12 minutes. That's in the first 3 minutes. You should have 12 points for a 50-point quarter. So if you're going to take the under, this is your chance.
This is the chance to take the under.
This is going to be your
down
low.
At 237.5. It's 7 points off halftime.
Yeah. That's why they just saw that it's going to be a balloon. This is going to be a Jalen Brunson offensive foul for running over Naismith. Apparently, it's illegal to run over Naismith while he's on the ground. We just got the Williams 6.5, so there's the first WNBA casher.
Let's go. Booyakasha. Big up yourself there, Foxy.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Booyakasha.
That's the very first bet I put in the morning at 9:57 p.m. yesterday.
Yep, I tailed it.
So We got Paige Becker's actually made a shot.
I mean, if you're at Nuke the House and you're not tailing Foxy's WNBA plays, you don't have to watch the games, guys. Just tail them. Wake up in the morning and count your money. Simple as that. Go to nukethehouse.com. We'll give you a free week. Tail them free for a week. Nukethehouse.com. Use the code nukethehouse. One word. Sign up for any plan. We won't charge you unless you want to be charged. We send you our bets, real-time in-game betting notifications right to your phone. Nukethehouse.com. Nuke the House is the code. Bada boom, bada bing. By the way, the Rangers have the bases loaded in the top of the 8th with 2 outs. The Yankees bullpen has not been good tonight. And they're working on their 5th pitcher. But if I'm going to get on the Yankees, I got to get on them at the end of this inning. And I think they just must have gotten out of it. Yeah. All right. I am going to hit the Yankees at 2-1.
All right, in 10 minutes, I'll break down the 10 p.m. WNBA games if anybody actually wants to bet them. Like I said, you don't have to watch them to bet them. I know I hate doing that because anything I bet, I like to watch, and it's tough to watch.
This is the one thing I will tail without watching. This and soccer.
Yep.
And darts. But yeah, Yankees plus 200 Bet Rivers. Bets in.
Phillies are up 6-2. So I'm going to take this one as another Colorado loss.
What's the
6-2?
Oof. Toronto's up 8-zip. They just busted out the whooping stick here last few minutes. Bobichette with a couple hits. Vladdy with a home run. Luke's with a home run. I take that back. Vladdy does not have a home run. Vladdy is 1 for 4 with a single, a run, and RBI. And then 6-2 Philly over Colorado, huh? So Turner has a stolen base, a home run. He's 2 for 2 with 2 runs and an RBI. Harper has a stolen base, a home run. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. And then in the next game, I mean, nothing's really changed. %13 Bryce Harper in DFS tonight. That's not bad. Unfortunately, I did not put Turner in there. All right, let's go look back at the lines here. So the total's down to 236.5 on Rivers. Knicks up 71.64. Knicks -5. Plus 185 for the Pacers on the money line.
What's the live line?
The live line is 6.5 or 5.5, depending on 5 to 6.5, depending on where you shop.
Yeah, I was talking the WNBA game.
Oh, you're talking about NBA? Okay, WNBA. Okay.
Well, right now I've got in the Pacers game 2 guys staring at each other when the WNBA actually got some action.
Right. Great. About Jake Berger tonight, 2 bombs. 2 homers, a single, stolen base, a couple runs scored.
Yeah, he hasn't done squat all year. And
no, of course he hasn't. Yep. Of course he hasn't.
Yeah, Miles Turner's still with a good play there. Another rebound for Carlton. We're 1 rebound away from getting Carlton's rebounds.
WNBA, right?
Yep. Williams got 9 and 7. So we're a little bit away on the PRA. She's not scoring as much, but she's coming alive here. Collier, like we said, is the second best player in the league right now. She's got 20 and 7. She's an absolute beast. Now, all these players all went to UConn.
They what?
They all went to UConn.
Oh, you're the WNBA guy. How about the girl that slept with the owner?
She's hot as anything.
She really is. And how many straight women are there in the NBA? What is it, like a 75-25 split that they're not straight? In all seriousness, like, do you think it's that heavy or is it 60-40 or what?
The owner's a guy.
I know he is. I'm just saying, how many straight women are in the NBA? WNBA.
I think it's way higher than that.
50-50?
I think there's probably 2 or 3 non-straight on each team.
2 or 3 non-straight on every team? So you think it's 80% lesbian?
No. Non-straight. So that would be the lesbian.
There's no way. There's no fucking way.
I think it's that's the way I would go if I had to make a bet.
Let's see if anyone did a study on this.
All right, we got a 3-point game because of we have a couple turnovers here. Indiana's taking advantage of it. Siakam with the dunk cuts it to a
38%. Anywhere from 30 to 38%. How about that? I thought it was a lot more than that. Okay.
And men are in the WNBA. I think 1. And she purposely doesn't play that much until the fourth quarter.
Did she cash it for us yesterday? Are you talking about her?
She did, yes. Yeah.
She went over her points. She was involved in the worst trade in the history of sports.
Yes.
Where the whole country got ripped off.
Yeah.
Put up, Untouchable Jay.
We did get a Nemhard score, so that was good.
All right, good. So what do we got? 6?
So yep, that gives him 6.
I'll take 6.
Well, it needs to get to 11.5. I'd love to let him to be at 8 going into the fourth quarter. Give me a chance. Give me a chance.
Goldschmidt is on. He pinch hit. He walked. 1 out. Yankees have a runner on first base. There you go, Goldie. Now it's going to be Grisham, Rice, and Judge and Bellinger. That's what I like to see. All right, so Nemhard has 6. Hallie's got 16.
Yeah. 3-point game.
And what's his name? McConnell has not come back in yet, has he?
No. He should be in about 3 minutes.
Okay. And then we got to get 2 rebounds from him.
Well, yes, the Houston Comets openly catered to the. I mean, but there was a time to do that. There's not really the time. I mean, they had 2.7 million people watch a Fever Sky game on a Saturday. Now, there was a lot of other things that took place. 1, there was no other sporting event really taking place except for baseball during that time. So it wasn't NBA, it wasn't a hockey game. It was put through. You put it on ABC. You have Caitlin Clark. She's kind of fun to watch. Like we talked about the Fever.
From defense. A business perspective, right?
Yes.
I think the WNBA crowd is very welcoming, a very liberal crowd. So they could still market to the lesbians. But they're now at the point of their evolution to where they should just start marketing to everybody.
They're marketing to a general audience as just a sports fan right now. That is their marketing. Now, quite frankly, some of their marketing commercials are some of the coolest things they have.
Really?
They like, if you look at the one that talks about the W, where it's basically, well, these women's can shoot.com kind of thing. And you're going through canhoop.com kind of thing. And it just their nuance. And the one they did last year was absolutely intelligent, smart type commercial. But their audience is growing. There's nothing you can say about their audience is growing. People are watching. They're selling out tickets.
Are they watching non-Caitlin Clark games?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at a StubHub on most of any games to try to get the W. Now, 1, you're playing in small arenas, so tickets are a premium. You don't really get there. Now, Dallas Wings versus the Lynx probably isn't really selling out, but the Lynx generally draw a pretty good crowd. So, but you have new player. Becker hits another shot here. She's up to 11.
All right, let me give you a quick update on 2 things, okay? First of all, we're on the Oilers here. Oilers lead the Stars 3-1 now, halfway through the second period. Darnell Nurse with the goal. So that's 3-1 Oilers, 9 minutes to play in the second period in the Western Conference Finals in Dallas tonight. And then if you tailed the Yankees play, they've got runners on first and second and 1 down with the top of the order up and Trent Grisham. So there's that. Grisham just walked. So now we got Ben Rice and Aaron Judge on deck. Oh, this is working out well. 75-72 Knicks over the Pacers. 7 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think was that another Josh Hart rebound? No, he said 9. He's 8 and 9. Nope, they took it out of the net.
I mean, one more assist is all we need out of the dude, or one more rebound is all we need out of the dude. 1 rebound and 2 points. I think he can do it.
Yeah, he should be able to.
13-0 Jays. Holy moly.
Nice answer here from the Knicks when they cut it down to 3 to jump it right back to 7.
Well, now I want to see where the total is sitting at. 239.5.
There's the Paige Beckers 2 threes.
Real quick. Congrats. We win more money, and I don't even know who we're talking about. So you told me to get in, last chance to get in on the under 237.5. It's now 239.5. What's your thought on the total? They're at 151 with 18 minutes of play.
I did the math. Yeah, see, they've jumped this back up to close to this game's going to end at a 50, about a 50-point game. You had what? What was the total at halftime?
I don't remember. 137.5?
Yeah, 237.5.
69
to 62, so it's 131. If you're adding 50, 52, that's going to be about 183. What's the total they have? 230?
239.5.
So you're going to need a 55, 56-point quarter. I think it's doable. That's I'm not
so
running.
Don't bet the under yet or at all.
I mean, you want the game's close. The question is going to be: are we going to get fouls at the end of the game
or overtime?
Yeah, I mean,
I just had it for shits and giggles. What is overtime today? I don't think I'm going to bet it, but I'm just interested in seeing what overtime is.
Page is up to 12.
It's only 7-1 for overtime. Can I just tell you something? We have not seen a lot of Coop lately. Coop is a mensch. Coop gets frustrated with me, and I get it. I'm a little, my ADHD's out of control. He's a good dude. Bottom line, good dude. Love the Coop. Big fan.
Well, Coop is also more of a football guy, and there's no football on unless
in NASCAR. No, he's a huge NASCAR guy, and he's a golf guy. He's got. Listen, if you pick 3 guys that own a company, tell me 3 guys that have more awful shit going on in their lives with the 3 of us.
What a play by Toppin here.
There you go.
Sorry,
that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely that. I always looked at him as a football guy. Yeah.
I think he's more of a NASCAR guy now than anything else.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm either going to be making a shit ton of money after this weekend, or I'm going to be in a lot of trouble because I am just all in on NASCAR after Keg had the big week and won us money. I'm putting all that back in this week. Let's go. Nick Martini home run. Oh, the Rockies hanging around. We're going to have a 20-run ball game tonight is what it looks like.
What's the score?
It's probably 6-3 now, right?
All right, Halliburton's fouled. That's what we need. So he's going to go to the line here. Chance to get 4.
6-3 Phillies end of 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Cooper there. Again, I don't keep track of any of those guys. This is a hell of a play.
Well, he hasn't been around a while. He's got shit going on in his life, too.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
That's
We've
what
all
happens.
Huh?
I said that's what happens. We all
what happens? You get old. And then you get old. Yeah. People start dying. People get sick. It's just fucking awful, man.
Yeah.
Getting old sucks. My dad always said that. And I'm not even really that old yet, just 50. Like, getting old sucks.
Yeah, I'm trying to plan my Florida trip here for a month. So.
For a month?
Yeah. I go down and visit my dad.
Oh, that's right. You're taking 2 weeks off. I forgot about that.
Well, 2 weeks is for something totally different.
Oh, okay.
That's for my 25th anniversary.
Oh, so that's big.
will be at a place for 11 days that I still haven't told anybody. So that's the only reason I'm keeping it secret. I'll tell everybody when I'm back. But yeah, and then I'm probably going to get back for about 2 weeks, and then I'll go
Singapore.
No, like I said, I've been there, and you can do Singapore in like 2 days. Yeah, so I mean, we'll be down there probably most of the month of July, and through August, I'll be down in Florida. So just haven't worked everything out. So
all right. So here's what we're sweating in the NBA game. We need Nemhard to score. He's got 6. What do you need? 11? I need 10.
Yep.
We've got Hart. We need him to get 2 points and a rebound to cash the double-double. Need McConnell to get into the game and pick up 2 rebounds for us to get the 5. That was a live bet. Need Nemhard to get going. He's got 6. I need 10. You need 11. And what else are we sweating in this one? Anything else? How is Mitch Rob doing rebounds wise? He's still got 3.
Yes, 3. He should come back in, but we just cashed Halliburton 6 points.
All right, good job. Foxy cashing a live bet.
Hey, plus 194, half unit gives us a base.
Yeah, dude.
We'll
It's basically a full unit. And it's like betting a minus 110, minus 105. Good job.
Yeah, it's a 4-point game. It's a close game. Robinson just got another rebound. He's back in the game now. So
good.
We need him to go on here for the next 5 minutes, just on the glass.
Scotty Scheffler's at the Western Conference Finals tonight.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. He's hanging out there. Mitch Rob. I mean, Brunson's just starting to open up and score now left and right. This game just every time you think it might slow down, here they go again. They're up to 166, and we got 3.5 to play. And that total, 85-81 now, and the total is 238.5. So they really have not moved that. They moved it a point.
They moved it a point, and it should have been moved a point based on where you had no scoring. So I mean, yeah, at this point, I think that we're going to get bogged down in the second quarter. I think this is definitely going under.
You think it's going under now?
I think it's going under because I think you're going to have that quarter, and it's going to be this third quarter, and I think things are being bogged down.
All right. Well, guess what then? I'm betting under 138.5 at minus 118 at 230 under 238.5 minus 118 at FanDuel.
Yeah.
Under 238.5 minus 118.
The WNBA game is getting a little bit closer than the Lynx would like.
Are we on the spread or the money line parlay, aren't we?
We're on the money line parlay.
Yeah,
it's 6. The player that we talked about who hasn't done shit all year has
just tie it up. Let's go, Aaron Judge.
Let's go.
3-3, top of the ninth.
We'll take that.
Sitting on a 2-1 ticket there. Let's go, Aaron Judge.
Like, does anybody actually think this, like, Napple, whatever, does anybody go? It's 3-point game. Now it's getting a little closer as the Wings continue to drill some threes here and make this a little closer than they want. It's a one-man show, really, for the Lynx. It's Collier. So Paige has got 12, 1, and 9. So not too off on her rebounds assist here.
I just did a boo-boo.
What'd you do?
I tried to kill the spam, and I accidentally banned and removed Untouchable J. How do we get him back in the house?
I don't know.
Because I like Untouchable J. He's like, if it was like Stenberg, I wouldn't feel bad. But it's Untouchable J. I don't want to do that to Untouchable J. He's a good dude.
I don't know. What do you ban for, like 5 minutes, 30 seconds?
I hope only 5 minutes because I totally banned. Yeah, you know what? You're right. He's in a timeout on it. I'll say sorry to him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You banned him. We don't have much going on today, and you banned our guys.
We got a good crowd. We got 176 watching, most on X, but still, we got a good crowd tonight, buddy. Love some views.
X is quiet. All right. So let's see, 81 to 85. Halliburton, like the last 3 was terrible.
You ever nap?
I always nap. I nap every day.
Every day? How long?
I try to do 30 minutes.
So a cat nap.
Correct. So
Yeah.
I finish work at 5, 5:15, 5:30, and I take a cat nap till 6.
That I can't take a cat nap though. I'm just out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And sometimes if I get no sleep because I was up watching a late game, I'll just take a nap at lunch.
Get a full hour in?
Nah, half hour.
Just 30. Yeah, you can't sleep too much, then you're groggy.
I
and
can't
you won't
sleep
go to bed
too
at
much.
night.
I'm just tired. Yeah, it's just.
Don't look now, but here we go. TJ McConnell brings the Pacers to within what? 2 points, 85-83, 2.5 to play.
Yeah. Miles McBride. Big shot by McBride.
Well, now I don't want any points.
Another rebound by Robinson. So he's up to 5.
All
Let's go.
Well, it's going to come down to Nebhard then. Nebhard needs to get going.
Yeah, we need McBride to shoot 3. Stop trying to shoot these 2s. Come on. Don't you know your role?
Get in there, McConnell.
You already got 1 rebound.
Well, we need another.
Yeah, he's got 4 rebounds right now.
How much longer is he in? He'll be in for what? The first 4 minutes of the fourth?
Yeah, probably 3 or 4. Yep.
So we got 5 minutes to get one more board. Okay. We're in a decent spot. It's the Nemhard thing that's driving me nuts.
Yeah, he just doesn't. Everyone else is shooting. He's just playing second fiddle.
He's going to sink that parlay.
Yeah, the Lynx is the one that's killing me because this will go down in freaking flames if this happens. Yep.
Why? Because they're not winning? Or are they in it?
It's a 3-point game. It shouldn't be a 3-point game. They were 12-point favorites pre-flop. They just beat this team by 15. You're the defending runner-up champ, the defending runner-up in the WNBA. You, for the most part, except for Caleb McBride, you have most of your team back. You should not be there. All right. So, oh shit, it's almost 10 o'clock. So I'll break down the WNBA games for
Let's do it.
10 p.m. All right, we got the Mystics and the Valkyries. We're on the Valkyries for under 9.5 wins. So far, they still have 0.
They're the Rockies of the WNBA.
Correct. So we're on a couple things here. Kiki Arifin, top 5 pick by the Mystics. They had 2 top 5 picks. She's the 6'5", small forward, power forward out of USC. Played for Stanford the year before. Had 15 points last game, but she had 7-8 rebounds, and her rebound total continued to rise. Valkyries want to play with pace. She's got plenty of chances to get her rebound totals. 20.5. Yeah, I'm going to take her points and rebounds because I think her points are going to go down. I think she's going to be more around the 13, 14 mark, but I think she's going to get 7 to 8 rebounds tonight. So I like our chances here. Minus 114 points and rebounds there. We're on the
road in. Is it in the chat? All your stuff?
Yes. Yeah. This is already on. Brittany Sykes, 20 points. I think she gets the 21.5, but I just don't want to pay the juice. I took her with the Lynx money line. The Lynx are right now up by 5. We get another basket from Courtney Williams, which is what we wanted. Sonia Citron, the other double-headed monster of the Mystics, first-round pick here.
He has 2 heads? That's amazing.
Well, they get 2 picks in the top 5. So being able to have, she seems to be really good. She plays very smart, very well under controlled. She doesn't seem to get rattled. She can fire from 3. Her 14.5 points is probably the front runner right now for Rookie of the Year at 14.5 points. Then those are the 2 things I like in this game.
Real quick, let me just let you know. Live total that I got in at 238.5 to the under, now 233.5.
Okay. It's good
got 5 points. That can change quick in the NBA, but let's get back to the women's side.
All right. So then we've got 2 games at 10 o'clock. So we do have another 10 o'clock game that we're going to talk about. It's the Sparks and Mercury. This is a very interesting game because Sparks had Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum had a very good first game. Then she played this Minnesota team, which Minnesota is generally a lockdown defensive, and basically turned off her water. And she couldn't get anything done. The plays I like in this game is Sato Sabali coming in here from Dallas after playing overseas the previous year. She had 27 the first game. This is only their second game. I like her getting 22.5 points. This is not on the sheet, so you'll need to add that.
Okay, what is it?
Sato Sabali.
How do you spell that?
SATOU SABALLY.
Okay.
I like her at 22.5 points at minus 20.
22.5 points, minus 120. Fox.
Yeah. If you want to take, personally, I'm on Plum and her each to score 20 points. That's a minus 114. I like that chances as well. I think this should be a very interesting game. I like the Mercury to win it, but I'm not sure they cover, so I'm not going to take that as well. Then on the other flip side, you have the leading assist player, who second person in triple doubles in the league is Alyssa Thomas. She was third in the MVP voting. She comes over. We talked about everybody left Connecticut Sun, moved over to various teams. She's the main player that left, comes through. I like her assist at over 8.5 assists tonight. So,
okay. Is that in there?
That is not in there.
Okay. So give me the bet one more time.
Minus 115.
And what's the bet?
It is Alyssa, ALYSSA.
Okay. I got that.
Thomas,
okay.
Over 8.5 assists.
And that's minus 120.
Yep. All right. Courtney Williams goes on her own 4-0 run here. And the Lynx are now up by 7 with 1:20 to go.
All right.
So we're a lot nicer.
Let's update the NBA game here. End of the third quarter, 90-87 Knicks. This is a really good basketball game, by the way. The exact opposite of last night. Totals down to 233.5. Knicks 3.5 point favorites. Minus 220 on the money line. Pacers plus 168.
Yep. So.
End of the third quarter. Okay. And we're looking good in the hockey game, too. We're all on Edmonton tonight, and they're up 3-1 over the Stars. Draisaitl has a goal. Nugent Hopkins has a goal. Darnell Nurse has a goal. And then Sagan has the goal for the Stars. This game's in Dallas tonight. Second intermission. See if the boys are still on Spaces. Yeah, I'm going to have to drop back in on them in Spaces.
Vada took props down to put them in. Yeah, they'll bring them right back up, though. They do it right at 10 o'clock, and then they bring them right back up. So Bovada should be that's FanDuel did the same thing.
What up, Gnarly?
So, yeah.
All right, let's go to Spaces. There's not a lot of people in there. Okay. All right. Well, we got a big crowd tonight again. Knicks, Pacers, not a surprise. All the Knicks fans coming out of the woodwork. I haven't rooted for the Knicks in, I don't know, 20 years. And I must say, hey, here, by the way.
Untouchable Jay.
Let me tell you what happened. So we're getting all this spam, right? And I tried to put them in the timeout, but I accidentally put you in the timeout. So you're back, and that makes me happy. And I apologize for you missing 5 minutes of the show. But thank you very much. I thank you for coming back. That makes me feel good.
You missed the WNBA bets. Let me know if you're interested.
They're in the chat, so in the Discord, and then we got Tim. What up, Tim?
I'm going to double down here. I'm going to take Halliburton for 30 points.
Oh my God, you're working with house money though.
Correct.
Because I didn't get on that quarter bet. And that's his line. His line. Yeah.
It's him to score 7 points. That's what the bet. I'm going to take that for a half unit. That's
how likely is that?
Again, he very much. Fourth quarter, he takes the most shots. We talked about Miles Turner. Miles Turner had 10 points at the end of the first quarter.
You know he's 27.5 minus 118 at FanDuel. That has to be an old line. I might have to refresh. That can't be right?
Yeah, that just.
I just got 27.5 for Halliburton minus 118.
Okay, I'll take that as well.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Did he break his leg in the 10 seconds we looked at?
I hope not. It just dropped to minus 1. So he's going to sit now for a couple of minutes, right?
Yeah. But I don't care. He's going to sit here for very, very short.
Full points. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Does not make sense at all. You got him in the Discord. Good. Yeah, we send out all our bets, live in-game betting notifications in real time. You got to join us, nukethehouse.com. Use the code Nuke the House when you sign up for any plan. We'll take care of you.
Yeah. Hockey's 3-1. So
yep.
We're pulling away. Yep.
Hope Coop's doing okay.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Carlton's got 6 rebounds. She cashes easily. Williams gets her 7. Doesn't get her double.
See what's going on with Aaron Rodgers now? Now he's got people around him that have cancer, so he's not sure he's going to sign. I mean, the Steelers, I don't know how much that dude's got left. They might be screwed with him, but they're definitely screwed without him.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking.
Yeah. All right, 3-3, extra innings. It's not going to the extra innings. You know why? Because Jason Dominguez just walked it off. We just cashed the Yankees at 2-1. Let's go.
We'll take that.
Let's go, Yankees. Love winning bets.
Yeah. 3 points.
McConnell would get a rebound for us. That would really make the night.
Yep, we're back in the stress territory. Minnesota's thrown the ball away twice, and it's down to a 3-point game.
Oh, you're talking about WNBA stress territory.
Oh, it's a 3-point game in the NBA too. Just to let you know.
The total's creeping up. Goes to 234.5 now.
Yeah, it's called hedging opportunity.
4-point middle, a 4-point middle in a close game like this.
I'm not taking 4-point middle, but
no.
Yeah. Brunson just walks in and gets an easy layup.
Yeah, he's got 31 now. Holy moly.
Luke Weaver gets the save, too. Thank you. My guy gets the save. I'll take that.
Luke Weaver? The guy's been amazing this year.
Yeah.
He should have gotten the win.
I picked him up for setup for holds, but he got the save. So
he should have gotten the win.
All right, we're back at 5. We can breathe a little. 45 seconds ago. Get an and 1 here from Little Man. That scored, yeah. So this should be an and 1 for TJ McConnell. We talked about owning the Knicks. We got the 6.5.
Well, how about he bricks this, rebounds it, and then puts it back? Can we do that? Or actually, he misses it because I don't want this game.
Oh, he didn't get the and 1. Okay. What was that? He attempted to try to push the ball into the net. It's a good attempt. So McConnell's got 10. He's got 4 rebounds, 2 assists. It's a 2-point game. Still haven't seen Halliburton come back in. The only thing I could think of, the books thought that Halliburton was going to stay on the floor. And as soon as he went off, they dropped the point total. Towns has got 20. Bridges got 14. Brunson's got 31. McBride's got 7. Cameron Payne's got 6. They got some points from Payne. And OG Anunoby's finally showed up. We're still waiting on Josh Hart, just to FYI. OG Anunoby, we talked about, showed up. It's another 3. Gets himself to 9 points. And then we had a defensive play by one team. That was amazing.
Keg just threw another bet in.
There's Hart gets an assist. Well, what's Keg's bet?
It's a NASCAR bet. You got to be a subscriber to get in there. He did not bet a WNBA bet. He did one and he tailed it.
All right.
And it might have been the Lynx, actually.
The Lynx Sykes bet?
I don't think the Lynx Sykes bet. I think it was a Lynx side bet.
Okay.
I think Yeg gave it to him.
All right, so Williams is up to 13, 3, and 7. Can she get 3 points or 3 PRA in 35 seconds? Probably not. Cage is up to 12, 1, and 9.
All right, so let me ask you this then, just because I got WNBA bets in here. Over 162, that just started.
Yep.
Courtney Williams cashed.
The assist cash, yes.
Okay. Bucher's rebounds or Becker's, wherever her name is.
She did not rebound the basketball at all today.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay.
Yeah, she got one rebound.
And then how about has Citron scored yet? And then we need the over 20.5 for NFM and the over in the Mystics game.
NFM. Who the was
Kiki Irafan?
Yes, Kiki Irafan. She that game just started, so yeah. So we're back to sweating again. Dallas hits a 3 with 40 seconds to go. Enrique Ugumbawale, who's generally, we talked about, been a 20-point scorer her whole career. This year hasn't got over 15. She's got 24. All right, so 27 seconds to go. Williams is at 24 on her PRA. She gets her own offensive rebound. Let's see if she can hit some free throws. All right, so now the Lynx are up 4. They should walk away with the win. And then we can go move on to the I can watch the Mystics play here.
Huh.
The Mystics are going to be a fun team to watch with Kiki and Sonia. Both of those teams are going to be playing really well. LA and Phoenix are basically playing with no defense right now. It's 13-13 going into the first. It's kind of how LA wants to play. Kelsey Plum's got 6 to start this game off. Sabali's already got 7 to start this game off. Good for her, 22.5. Thomas has 1 assist. We're basically at the half point of the first quarter. Washington down 2. Kiki's got 3 on the points and rebounds, and Citron hasn't taken a shot yet. So, all right, that's the game. Lynx win 85-81, barely beating Dallas.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. But it's still a win. It gets us there. Now we need Sykes to score 20 points.
Wanda Sykes.
Through.
All right, real quick, let me update you what's going on in the NBA, okay? We got 9:20 left. McConnell's not going to get us that rebound. 235.5 is the total, slowly creeping back up. Knicks minus 6.5. They're up 7. And then the Pacers are 4-1 on the money line. I think Brett Rooker's going to hit a home run tonight, but you got to parlay it with something because you can't pay 3-1 on a home run bet.
Oh,
stupid.
No foul? Hart looked like he caught him right in the middle. How is that no foul?
These idiot young Knick fans are like, Jalen Bretz is the greatest Knick of all time. Shut the fuck up.
He's not the greatest Knick.
Walt Frazier, Patrick Ewing. I mean, there's probably 20 of the Busher. And let's just say the last 25 years, it's still Ewing.
McBride is fouled on the 3. Is this where Indiana the Knicks pull away here, it's not bad for a Halliburton bet because he's going to have to come back in and really try to demand the basketball here. So
Starks, untouchable. I was talking about John Starks. He was good for about 4 years.
He was never a great player. I think he made.
He was a great player. He had one amazing.
I think he made one All-Star team.
He never scored 20 in a season. He was an All-Star. It was that 93-94 team when he lost. Gnarly should like that. He went 2 for 18 in Houston in Game 6, and they lost the series. They should have won it. Insanity.
Uji Anunoby, or Josh Hart reminds me of a lot of John Starks.
What? How?
They're both tenacity to be able to get after it defensively. They don't. John Starks never rebound the basketball or had the assist of what Josh Hart does, but they're both around 10 or 12 point scorers. They're not going to be anything really flashy. They get a lot of notoriety for the effort they give out on the basketball.
See, Starks was like a 13 to 18 point scorer, though. And Hart does a lot more in the rebound assists game, I feel like. He's a more well-rounded player. Starks was a scorer.
I'm going to let you know on a secret here. The Pacers are not going to win this game if they keep fouling guys on shooting three-pointers.
And that this game's going over if they keep doing stupid shit like that.
They've had back-to-back 3-point foul the 3-point shooter.
It's frustrating.
But we do get another Mitchell Robinson rebound, enough to say cash to 6.5.
Yeah, but I need Nembhard to get going. He's just not going to get there.
No, but if you look at the pre-flop games of this, Nembhard doesn't look good. McConnell we hit. Robinson we hit. McBride is taking threes but not making any. He just needs to make one. Josh Hart, we're still at the same exact spot we were in the third quarter when I said relax. Yeah, Bernard King. Yeah, you want to go back there, but again, Bernard King
was my favorite Knick ever.
But he's not a guard.
Yeah, he was a forward. He's a small forward. But he was, if you want to talk about the greatest Knicks of all time, now he's only there for 4 years, and 1 year he sat out, but he had as great of a year in 84, 85 as you're going to see a Knick have. And then after that, they went out and they got Patrick Ewing. Rory Sparrow, Louis Orr, Trent Tucker. These are the guys I grew up with.
Yeah,
this flag behind me is older than a lot of people watching this show. Bernard King. Yep.
Yeah.
He was great. He really was.
That's where you go, like Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier was better than
some would say he's the second best Knick of all time.
Yeah.
So Hart got a rebound?
Nope. The Knicks are pulling away here. It's up 14. Hart got a foul.
How has he not gotten 2 points and a rebound in a second half?
Again, the Pacers can't score this quarter right now. It's 16-5 Knicks so far in the fourth quarter. Pacers need just a basket. Hart gets a block, and then he's called for the foul, and he slams the ball on the ground like 30 times for no apparent reason. All right, Thomas has got 3 assists now, so that's good.
7-3, Philly's leading the Rockies. So we have an outside shot at 20 runs tonight. It's going to take a big inning. But 10 runs in 4 innings, we have seen plenty of times. So we see 10 runs in 1 inning at Coors Field.
Janelle Saloon got a start for the Valkyries tonight.
So how are we doing in the WNBA bets?
50-50 right now.
Okay.
It's 3-2. Dallas gets another goal. Makes this a little
Nembhard just missed a bunny hop. What the fuck? I'm going to be very frustrated if Hart doesn't get a rebound and 2 points in the second half. But it's a 16-point lead, 108-92, and the total's back down to 234.5. And Halliburton doesn't have anything, right? Because they can't score.
Correct.
Need 5 points out of the guy. The question is, like, when do they? If this is a 16-point game with 3 minutes left, it's over. Like, when do guys start coming out? 2 minutes left if they're down 16.
Yeah. Yep.
So we got another 5 minutes, maybe, unless they start making a run.
I did well because I had a bunch of Knicks. Yeah.
Okay.
Phillies are up 7-3.
Third period has started in Dallas, and the Stars score. They now trail the Oilers. Our Oilers. We're all on the Oilers over here. They trail the Oilers 3-2 with 18:21. So they picked up a quick goal. Oh, a defenseman too. Miro Heiskanen scored. All right.
Yeah, he just came back last series. So, yeah.
There you go. Heiskanen with the goal, making us sweat that one now.
Oh, it's NBA bets. Come on, Washington. You can't go there and lay an egg. Valkyrie's not that good. 92-108. We did get OG and we did get a Josh Hart rebound, by the way. We just need him
10
points. Yeah, it's got 8, 10, and 5.
All right, he needs 10, 10, and 5.
Yeah.
We just 2 more points. Let's go, Josh Hart. You can do it, buddy. He's got 5 assists too. But that's what I've noticed just doing these shows with you. Sometimes he just doesn't score anymore. He'll just go for the assists and the rebounds. Play defense.
What's the live
This was a great basketball game until the last
quarter.
5 minutes. Yeah. Great basketball game. Like if we can get those 3 quarters, like we saw it, and we get 4 more games like that, that'd be terrific. I'd take it.
Yeah, live total is 234, which we talked about. 238 is where we're at.
238.5. I
don't think we're going to get fouling in a 16-point game.
Did you tail that? No.
No. The 238, yes.
Oh, you did tail the 238.5 to the under. Okay. All right. I got to go pee for the last time during the show. And do you watch wrestling? All Elite Wrestling is coming to Colorado. I'm pretty not excited about it.
No, I do not. I do not watch any wrestling.
Total's up to 237.5, by the way.
I barely watch MMA, and that's pretty much because there's nothing else on, and I've got to bet something. And I trust Jump Shot and Keg and those guys with their looks and plays. And there's Siakam and AM1. Damn it, I was trying to get his 6 points in. Was 230. He's the type of guy just kind of demand the basketball here. Sabali's up to 9, so that's good. Mystics have got off to a really slow start here. But Sykes has got 3. That's a good start. Since they only scored 5 points in the quarter so far, 3 minutes to go. We got the Kid Saloon sister playing here tonight for the Valkyries for the first time. Tijani Saloon has a sister. All right, we got a Ben Shepherd sighting here for the Pacers. That's going to be interesting. Halliburton gets it to Thomas, and he misses. All right, Josh, you got the ball. It's 1-on-3. You need 2 points. No, you need 2 points. Instead, you kick it back to Towns, who air balls at 3. Whee! Someone left the door open. Yeah. So it's down to 14. I just can't make a shot. good for the under. Why? You brought Ben Shepherd in, the 3-point marksman, when the other guys shoot better than him. So, Karl Anthony Towns, again, they struggle so much against Karl Anthony Towns. This is like, you might want to guard him. I think he's got 28 now. Nemhard scores. There he goes. He gets us 8. He's going to tease us a little bit here.
Oh, man. Well, let's get Hart. 2 more. Come on, Josh. Get to the
All right.
line. He's good to get to the line.
Josh Hart has got 28. Karl Anthony Towns has got 28 points.
Uh-oh. That total's 233.5.
Yeah, because they're drilling some threes.
No, it went down to 233.5.
Oh, and you know this was happening. They attempted two threes, so it was going to be another 3 attempted here by the Knicks. And OG Anunoby is going to brick this badly. But Josh Hart is going to say, I'm still here to get rebounds.
Yeah, but I want him to put it back and score. Can you tell him to do that?
Yeah, but I think when they go back and look at, they're not even going to give him a rebound on that. He never really had control. Mystics go on a little run here, which is what we needed. There we go. Get this game a little closer. Jade Melbourne with the big 3 there. To get this 10-11. I know some of the chat, you're groaning and moaning, but that's okay.
What are they groaning and moaning about? WNBA?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a capper and you're good at something, we might as well do it.
Yeah.
And again, we've had a nice crowd tonight, especially on X. I think they all like that the Knicks are in this. Oh, there you go. Phillies just put up another 2 spot. Good Lord.
Siakam with another basket here. Cuts us to 13 with 5 minutes to go. Basically, if you look, the Pacers got them right where they want them.
I hope not.
That's what you're saying. I don't think so either, but yeah. They can't handle Karl Anthony Towns. They have no answer.
So they're at 209. That means we're 33 points. We only have 33.
Where is Miles Turner? Why are we staying with? Did Miles Turner get hurt? And I missed that when I was watching the WNBA? Because
that'll serve you for watching the WNBA over this game.
We have Thomas Bryant for 5 minutes ago, and we still have Thomas Bryant playing down low.
Well, I'll just say with this, the X machine is saying, here, I'm going to read you 5 straight comments. I have not looked at them yet. Where the fuck is Miles Turner? Next one, where has Miles Turner been the second half? This one's in French, and I can't read it. Miles Turner out there doing cardio. Is Miles Turner getting back in the game, and was he abducted? So everybody has the same question you do.
All right, so same question. We're wondering about the abduction of Miles Turner. One thing I will say, when you look at Robinson has gone 8 rebounds now in 5 of the last 6 games.
So we're betting overs?
Well, yeah, I think it's that. Well, I normally bet the alt on him, but I was wondering how it was going to affect it. And so far, the answer is he's not going to be affected. He's still going to get his minutes, and he gets his minutes. He's just too big, too strong to keep off the glass. Knicks are up 14 now with 4 minutes to go.
Hart is not going to score in the second half. What a goddamn shame.
It's OG Anunoby. What a game.
Yeah, he's got 13, 4, and 2.
Yeah, because he's done nothing for so long. And it just basically the second half is what is bad. I think his prop is like 8.5. He had 0 points. But it's
give it to Josh Hart, guys. Come on already.
What's the live total in this? 235.
I think it's 235.5. I will look now. 234.5.
234. It's a 14-point game. Dallas ties it, is what we're being told.
Oh, no, it is. It's 3-3. That's not good. I'm going to have to go watch this game now. Michael Granlund. Michael Granlund ties it up. 3-3, 14.5 to play regulation.
Tyler Sequins got a goal and assist. We're getting nothing from Ropey Hintz, nothing from Mr. Wyatt Johnston.
Did you bet a bunch of props?
I bet a couple props.
Yeah.
Rain likely to end over the night. Somebody offering me a job. Not interested.
I mean, the freaking Pacers can't even hit a free throw. They might as well just sit everybody right now. They're fucking done. Halliburton did nothing in the second half, or in the fourth quarter, I should say. Literally nothing.
Shot. Well, he just got one. He got 1 point here. He's going to get fouled here. He's going to go 1 for 2. So he's going to hit 1 point here, and he gets up to 24.
So we need 4 points in like a minute and a half out of him. Possible.
It's 3:44. I mean, I don't think they're pulling anybody. Jalen Brunson gets the call here. It's going to be a 14-point game. The issue with Halliburton was just didn't come out there and demand the ball and started to shoot. They kind of gave it to Siakam and let him go. But defensively, this is where the Pacers have issues.
Totals up to 236.5.
Pacers look great when they were hitting at 70% from the field. They dropped down to 46.9. The Knicks have moved to 51.9. We talked about the lack of threes. Both teams really not hitting the three well at all. 8 threes for the Pacers, 10 threes for the Knicks, 28% versus 35%. Offensive glass is similar. Defensive glass, though, Knicks got 7 more rebounds. They have more steals in this game. They have 5 more blocks. And the biggest way the Pacers have scored is points off turnovers. So it's 20-4 in favor of the Pacers. All right, Washington takes the lead. They're up to 5 right now. Kiki's got 6. Sonia's she's missed her first 2 shots. She'll get going here. I'm not worried about her. She's a gamer.
You can't make this shit up with with Josh Hart.
Well, again, that's why I said I've had games with him before where we've sat here and watched him and been like, oh, he's just not going to there. But the fact is he doesn't command the basketball. He really is only getting it as a secondary or third option. Sorry, third or fourth option. Our best chance to get this is for him to get fouled. And they're just over the bonus, and that will send them to get 2 free throws. We're at 118 right now with their total was 236.
Let me tell you something about sportsbook apps. And if you probably already know this if you bet a lot.
Dallas takes the lead.
BetMGM's app is the worst app in the history of the world. Like, you guys are the 3rd biggest sports book, and it's just horrible. You can't bet anything. It takes 10 minutes to load.
It also takes forever to find something. You really have to kind of take a class or really play with it enough to start to realize where they hide things. Because 100%. A lot of times it's like, it's not there. And I was like, oh, crap, it is there. It's just under this subcategory that I have to find first. And then once I hit points, I can move this to the right, and I can see. I wonder if it's designed, I never used it, but it's designed really to work on a PC.
Well, that's stupid. It should not be designed to work on a PC. Who's betting from their PC?
So we do get a miss here. Tom Thibodeau is completely confused. He doesn't know what to do. Up 14. Now it's up 11. Naismith gets 3. Once again, Halliburton doing his best job.
That's not good for the total. Total's still 236.5, though.
Yeah. Well, they're going to attempt threes. That's all they're going to do here, I think, kind of weighing back. We do get a Jalen Brunson makes his first 3. That's not good. That's 224.
237.5.
Yep.
239.5. Uh-oh.
Well, Halliburton finally hits a 3. So we're not dead on that bet now. He's got 27, by the way. They are dead and actually winning this game, but the bet is not dead. Because Halliburton, it's like he actually came down with energy, took on Mikal Bridges, and shoots his little throw-up 3. And because all you have to do is be able to shoot threes, you're not allowed to shoot any other shot, apparently, in the NBA at times. No. Right after you make 1, you have to at least attempt 3 in a row.
Do they do the same thing in the WNBA? where they just shoot threes all the time?
They do shoot a ton of threes, but they're cutting and getting layups. We did get a Jalen Brunson does a heat check, he misses. Naismith is another three, and all of a sudden this is an 8-point game.
And it's a 240.5 total.
Yeah, the total is going to bloom up because
you never know, man. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
The problem is that it's not a blowout, and they're not taking anybody out.
And the Knicks, because they really didn't learn anything by watching the Celtics play, have decided, we're up 8. Doesn't matter. We're just going to continue to go bombs away. And you're going to have a Karl Anthony Towns miss here. And all of a sudden, the Pacers who were dead are now 100% alive.
If the Pacers pull this out, they're winning this series.
Well, you'd have to wonder if they're a team of destiny. They did this versus the Cavs twice, didn't they? Or the Bucks. Or they were up so much. We did get Halliburton dribbling for 30 seconds.
That's good.
And we did get a foul on Josh Hart. So Dallas actually
39.5.
They're up 4-3, by the way.
Who?
Dallas,
the Stars? They scored 3 straight, huh?
They've scored 3 straight in this period. Yep. All right. Sabali's got 9. Thomas has got 4. So from our bets perspective, that's looking fine. Hamby's on her way to getting another double-double. That'll be her 3rd straight double-double for each game. And their Mystics are now up 7. Flex is up to 9 points in the second quarter. Kiki's got 6. Sonia's waiting to get involved.
Matt Duchesne scored. Is he Max Duchesne's kid? That's who scored for the Stars.
I don't know. I've only known Matt Duchesne. I don't even know who Max Duchesne is.
Might be a guy I just made up.
Okay. Could be, because that's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
I will give you that. All right, so here's the biggest question. The Orioles got the Red Sox left.
Yeah, Matt Duchesne. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, the Royals.
Okay. The Royals got the Red Sox left, the Cardinals, and the White Sox. They've won 2 series to date.
Mm-hmm.
How many series do they win by the end of May?
3.
Okay. What are you saying? They're going to win the White Sox series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy. 133 we're at. There's going to be fouls.
Well, that and both teams are shooting threes. So, I mean, we've got 241 already scored. We already lost. Yep.
Dead. Hit the Yankees at 2-1, so at least it made up for that bet. But still, I don't like losing that. So now I got to look for Howard.
The worst parts of all this scoring is that it wasn't Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, he's got what, 3?
Yeah, he's got 3 out of all the scoring. It's a 5-point game with 34 seconds.
Dude, they're just chucking up threes from 40 feet. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Like the Pacers are never dead.
Aaron Naismith for 25. You could have won probably what? Plus 650, 750 on for Naismith to score 25 points.
I mean, the dude's just chucking it up from near the circle. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That one went down in flames.
All right, Naismith has hit what? 2 threes in a row, 3 threes, 3 of the last 4 threes, 4 of the last 5 threes. I mean, how many threes does Naismith have? He has 7 threes. That's got to be a career.
So we need Hart. I need Hallie to get 2 points and Hart to get 2 points in this last minute.
Yeah, your only hope is Hart to get fouled.
Right. Or a putback.
Yeah, more like fouls, highest probability. He's got a better chance to get his assist up to 10 when he's got 6. Then this game goes to overtime, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, well, then that would get our Halliburton home, hopefully, and give us some time for Hart.
Yeah. Let me look where we're at. Still waiting at Josh Hart.
By the way, it was 974 days since the last time the Yankees walked it off. I can't believe that. 2022 was the last time they walked it off. September 20th with Giancarlo Stanton. Wow.
Crazy. Is this a foul? OG drops the ball, picks up. Siakam hits the ball, and they call a foul on Siakam. I mean, unless they call the hand that hits the chest to kind of allow him to push off, this should not be a foul because Siakam has all ball. He later gets his arm, but that's after he went through the ball. This will be a very interesting call. If not, it's Pacers ball. Down 5.
Insane.
With 29 seconds to go. All right, Kiki's up to 9. She's got 4 points, 5 rebounds.
Hey, real quick, the live total is 245.5. Why is that? Aren't they at 245?
My question is, why is there 241? Why is that available? Normally totals go off with the last 4 minutes.
It's there. I think they want us to bet it. Do they score 5 points?
I mean, if they're doing that, do they allow me to have Naismith 8 threes? Because that would be my next.
I'm betting it. I'm going back in, buddy. Let's go.
Okay. All right. I'll reach on.
No, don't do it. Don't. Oh, root me on. Good, because if you tail it, it's going to lose. Anytime I give you a bet, it's not a good scene. All right, let's go. We need 5 points in the last 20-something seconds so I can lose a under and an over. Oy. All right, so Keg just put another NASCAR bet in there just so everybody knows. There's 2 of them in there right now. Mm-hmm. 123, 118, 29.9.
I'm going to turn the volume somewhere here if they actually give him this foul. This should not be a foul.
I hope it's a foul because I need points.
You're rooting now for fouls.
Now I'm rooting for fouls and points after the whole.
We're rooting for the Pacers' miracle comeback here.
I don't know about that.
It is funny. We are at a 5-point game. The line was 4.5. How much books generally?
Yep. Right. Wait till AI really gets going. Then we're screwed. How are we going to beat AI on a consistent basis? How?
Depends on what they put lines at. Props.
I mean, AI is going to know everything better than us.
You need to stop juicing.
All right, 4-3 Stars over the Oilers. We're on the Oilers. 7:45 to play regulation. Stars scored 3 straight. All right, so I got what here? Okay.
That's pathetic. You can't have that. You can't go out there and give them 3 straight. You just can't.
Well, they did.
I'm aware they did, but you just can't do that. No foul.
Fuck.
Pacers basketball. The miracle is still on. They get the ball back.
Amazing. Come on, 5 points, boys. 5 points. That's all I need. All right, let's see what they do here. I'm going to go with a 33-foot three-point shot is what they're going to do here. For no apparent reason. Okay.
Okay. Now we're questioning to see who actually gets to come on the floor.
And I'll tell you this much, it's just turned out to be a really good game. Besides for the 5 minutes where it was like 14, 16 points, Pacers just did what they do, man. Right back in this thing. Maybe we should remember that for later in the series when they're down by 15.
All right. They make it a 2-point game.
All
Who
right.
else? Aaron Naismith.
I need 2 more points, right?
Aaron Naismith.
So hold on a second.
I mean, of all the guys, the guy's got 7 threes.
Hold on. He hit?
Yes.
But now Hart's going to screw me because I put your stuff in a parlay. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Mitch Rob got his rebounds. McBride got his 3, and Nemhard got his points.
Nemhard didn't get his points.
He didn't get his points. God damn it.
He's got 8 points. He's not even on the floor.
That's a son of a bitch.
To end the game, which is interesting. It's Obi Toppin.
Good game tonight. Good game. Everybody check us out at nukethehouse.com. If you want a free week, let's do it. Promo code Nuke the House, free trial, nukethehouse.com.
It's a 2-point game.
Nuke the House is the code. Real-time in-game betting notifications right to your phone. Any of our guys make live bets, pre-flop bets, futures bets. You get it right to your phone in real time. Who do we like tonight? Dodgers or Arizona? You know, I dug into this game.
I take the Dodgers because Burns hasn't been pitching well.
Yeah, but I don't like Dustin May.
I have Dustin May on my fantasy team. So
and right now it's scoreless in the third. I mean, that's a toss-up game, buddy. I'll leave that to you. If I had to make a bet, give me the team with the plus money.
Yeah, this is a game, though. If the Knicks lose this, they can't come back from this.
I just told you they might win a game or two, but this is not good for them. Like, this is going to be a devastating in a series that's supposed to be this tight. You can't drop a game like this at home. Can't do it.
Josh Hart got the ball and didn't get fouled.
Oh, that sucks.
He gave it to Brunson and thought he was going to get it back for when they got double teamed. And he just looks at Brunson like, what are you doing? You're not passing it back to me?
They're trying to foul him too, weren't they? They were trying to foul for about 6 seconds.
Yeah, so watch. So here's the play. You almost get the steal by Nemhard, who's holding onto his arm. And it's not taken. So Towns goes to the line. He hits the first one. So there's your 145 right now.
Okay, I need one more.
This is the shot, because if he misses this, everything is now live, including the Pacers comeback.
And Hart getting a double-double.
Yeah.
All right, let me know what happens.
He missed the second free throw. Timeout, Indiana. I'm going to go with a bet right now. Where can I find it? Naismith hit 9 threes. Give me that bet.
If they miss this, there's still enough time where they're foul.
FanDuel already has number of threes in overtime.
Whoa, they're getting ahead of themselves over there at FanDuel.
We're definitely not looking at overtime, but according to them, they're looking at it. So
Naismith scored 9 points in 29 seconds. That is very Reggie Miller-like. Reggie Miller should not be calling this series, by the way.
I think he scored their last 15 points.
He scored 9 in 29 seconds. He's in the zone.
Yeah, the only issue right now, I'm sorry. This is the part where right now I take Most likely, I probably put Mitchell Robinson on the court, and I say, here's your job. You're going to do your best to run around with him, and that's fine. You're going to stand on this side of the three, and if he goes and shoots a three, throw this in the next week. You need someone with size. And who can move.
How's Brittany Sykes doing for our parlay?
Well, she had 9 out at the start, so it's not too bad. She's on pace. She's got 9 in the second quarter. About 4 minutes left of the second.
What if Halliburton hits a 3?
Kiki's got 10. So we're looking good. The Connecticut, the Mercury Sparks game has actually been turned into a really good game. Sabale's got 11, so she's on her way. We got 2 minutes left. Yep, that's what they did. Don't let him shoot a 3. They foul on the catch.
Good. Hit one of these free throws, please. Did they foul him on a 3? Oh, they call it on the floor. Huh?
They fouled it right on the catch. So there's the hit. 1 free throw, 146, 246. You got your over. It's a 2-point game.
All right. So I got the money back that I lost.
The only issue I have with this is the same issue I had this last time. All you did is prolong the game.
Yes.
For you. You're up 3. You can't lose from them shooting a 3.
I don't like that either.
Is now making you're going to get fouled here with 12 seconds.
Yep.
And then you're going to have to go make 2 free throws. And even if you make the 2 free throws, it's still back to a 3-point game.
Yeah, I don't like
so
it.
If you're doing this with like 4 seconds, okay. But if you miss one time and you just missed the last time down, we do have a chance for Josh Hart to probably see the basketball, though. But, of course, it's probably going to be Jalen Brunson.
I'm 100% with you. Why are you fouling a guy and then you're putting him at the line? You still get the ball back, and now they're just going to foul you. And now you got to hit 2 threes or 2 free throws.
They almost threw the ball away. Josh Hart's throwing it in. They give it to Brunson in the corner. He's going to go out of bounds. It looks like he's trying to throw it off the guy's leg, misses his leg, and just bounces in the middle of the court. And then OG comes and grabs it, and he gets fouled. And here it is. OG going to the line here. 7 seconds. Even if he makes the 2, we're going to have a chance to see Nesmith.
Yeah, because it ain't Halliburton.
Get away here. He misses the first.
I mean, you can't make this shit up.
I mean, this is just a comedy of errors.
So New York Knicks playoff basketball. This is the epitome of what the Knicks are when it gets to the playoffs, deep into the playoffs. Like fucking Reggie Miller sitting here talking about this. They're choking this away. Amazing.
All right, 2-point game. Now everything's on, including Halliburton, because this is what he does. It's a 2-point game. He drives to the rim almost every single time.
Yeah.
But Halliburton does, and he misses the shot. He takes the 3, and he misses.
All right, so game over.
There may be a little time left.
No on the Halley, yes on the Yankees. No on the under, yes on the over. McConnell, no.
So Halliburton ran up.
Hart, no.
Ran back? Why did he run back? That was holy cow.
What?
It's a question of where his feet is. That ball bounces back in. He missed it so bad that it went straight up in the air and came back down and went in.
Did that count? Dude, he just holy shit, Halliburton just tied it at the buzzer?
I think this is a 2.
Well, he's doing the Reggie Miller choke job thing. He might have done it too early.
The toe is on the line. Cash to Halliburton 27.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. So hold on. Is it tied or is it overtime?
It's tied. It's overtime.
And it's overtime. Okay, so we got overtime now.
And now he does the choke thing, which, by the way, should be a technical foul.
Horrible idea to do that because now the Knicks.
It's literally listed in the NBA rules that when you do this is a choke job.
They will not give him a technical foul, but it would be apropos with him doing that with Reggie Miller right there. That's amazing. Thank God Kevin Harlan's on the call too. He's the best ever.
All right, so now we get to bet overtime quarter bets. I'm gonna
go
yes,
Neesmith.
It's like 4 points.
Neesmith.
I'm going to look to see what they're going to give me, Neesmith.
Oh, geez. We're going to bet fucking Neesmith in overtime. This is insane.
They won't even give us Naismith.
They got nothing.
OG. Miles Turner should be plus 1,000.
This is insane, dude. It was 7-1 fucking overtime. I talked about it. God damn it.
Halliburton to score 4 points is plus 120. Where's any of the Knicks? There's no Knicks except for OG and Mikal Bridges.
Well, you're probably looking at FanDuel.
Yeah, are you not going to give me Karl Anthony Towns?
Or they're doing the same thing on DK. They Halliburton, Bridges, Turner, and Anunoby. That's it.
Well, FanDuel's got Siakam, Halliburton, Bridges, Turner, OG. So there's a little bit more on FanDuel. I'm going to go back. I took Halliburton for 4 points.
5-3 Dallas. Ugh. You think he's feeling it now?
I just think he's going to hit it. I think he's got to
hit Halliburton what, to get 35?
No, it should be 32.
32. Okay.
He's got 28 right now.
I don't. All right. So Halliburton to get 33 points.
Oh, 33 points. Okay.
Did you get 32 and a half?
No, it just took Halliburton to get 4 points plus 120.
In that to get won't he have 33 points at that?
He'd have 33 points. Correct.
Okay, good.
You take it 32 and a half, same thing.
I'm going to take that. Halliburton over 32 and a half. That's our playoff bet right now. Live bet. Should I throw it in the chat?
Yeah, I already did.
Good job. So now Hart's still alive, dude.
Hart's back alive.
24 minutes.
Is still alive. I mean, every single guy. Hey, dude, to give player threes. Oh, your answers for player threes you can bet is Karl Anthony Towns, Halliburton, Brunson.
Ain't giving you Neesmith.
They're not giving you Neesmith.
Ain't giving you Neesmith.
Neesmith does not exist on the planet.
No.
They're like, no. That guy's actually good. See,
we will lose money if we offer this bet.
You should be able to do that. You should be able to offer it at like 5. Like, hey, you don't want me to bet it? Fine. Put it at over 5.5 in the playoffs.
So you're saying my 5-1 flyer on Edmonton, Indiana parlay is alive? Yes, it is very much alive. Untouchable J, because the Stars are up 6-3 and that game's over. 40 seconds left. It's over.
How's the Edmonton, Indiana parlay live? Dallas won. I'm lost.
No, that's a good point. LOL is what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hart took a shot.
But he didn't hit it.
No.
Of course not.
Karl Anthony Towns for another rebound. Siakam for another rebound.
The Knicks just can't lose.
By the way,
they can't lose this game.
Rebounds available are on Siakam and Towns, by the way. And Siakam's like to get 1.
Dude, how about Halliburton hitting a buzzer beater and fucking get it to overtime? He thought he hit a 3.
I thought the question was like, why'd you go forward where it looked like you had a layup and then you ran backwards to go take that BS shot? That's the part I was like, okay, what was that? All right, I'm really pissed right now because I can't get into the WNBA right now because I'm looking at this.
This game's too important to worry about WNBA right now. Hart did not hit that 3. Hart's going crazy though. He's trying to cash that bet for us.
He's doing his best. All right, Stevens has got 15 still. Plum's got 10. Ampy's got 86. We got 11 for Sabali. We're halfway there. We got 4 for Thomas. For halfway there. At 27-25, we're not getting the scoring we thought.
Neesmith going to see the floor again. He's done, right? Neesmith is just done. Or is he out there?
Halliburton with the miss. Hart with the 3700 rebound. Kiki's got 12. Sykes has got 9. Still 2 minutes to go. Close game. Let's see what's available. Hart passes the OG, and the Knicks are up 4. But guess what? There goes that man. It's another 3 by Indiana.
Neesmith?
Well,
Neesmith hit a 3?
No, Andrew Nembhard.
Nembhard hit a 3.
That gives him 11.
Oh, shit. That's it. I cashed it. Thank you, Foxy. I had Mitch Robb 6 rebounds, Nembhard 10 points, McBride 1-3. Fuck yeah. Let's get the Hart home now and have a night. Let's go.
Let's get one more point from Nembhard, who I didn't get to close the game, but apparently is closing overtime. That makes a lot of sense.
Got that parlay at plus 238.
Yeah, it definitely hit.
Now we need Halliburton to go.
Now you're getting the ref you suck because that ball definitely 100% hit the backboard.
I'm pretty pumped that the over 245.5 cashed.
Yeah, I told that. I just didn't tell you. But I also took 243 earlier, so that cashed as well. Okay. So that was.
Why do you keep things secret? I don't know why. I don't get it.
Because you told me not to. You literally said, don't tail.
Oh, I told you not to tail it. I did tell you not to tail it.
Literally told me that.
You're right. But you did anyways, which is really scary. All right. Hart has 8, 12, and 7. And he just get a rebound, go to the line, hit 2 or something, bro. Come on, help us out here.
Well, right now he's doing a throw up through on this side, and the Pacers take the lead.
I mean, this is just insane, dude. What was their money line when they were down 16? It must have been insane.
I got a small $10 bet at plus 1,000.
You got a 10-1. That's what I would think.
Yeah.
10-1.
Guess who'd take it over? Cash them hard.
Get that.
Cash them hard.
Let's go. Overtime, but very, very good to us. That's where unders go to die.
Yep. And another steal. And who else is it? Named Smith. And he misses easily.
We just need Hart to come on, Hart. Just give us a double. And then we're done for the night. And we can go to sleep. Double overtime.
Jalen Brunson. Because it must be a foul. Jalen Brunson is taking
what just happened to the Knicks? Good Lord. Hey, smash the like button if you're enjoying the show right now. Got a really good crowd tonight. Most of you watching on X, but it's good to have you watching. We appreciate it.
I am waiting to see if I can get the Knicks live at plus money.
You can smash the like button. And then if you haven't been over to our YouTube channel, you might as well. We got YouTube short plays we give out every single day. Foxy helping me out. We got, what did I give out today? I don't even remember what I gave out today. Oh, I gave out the both series going over 5.5 games. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Sure to give out the quarter one. Knicks are up 1. Minute 44 to go.
I did bet the Pacers in the series as a hedge for that.
Yeah, you get a chance to get 4 or 5 extra minutes in overtime, and of course, Tyrese Halliburton,
except for Hart and Halliburton,
says he has no desire whatsoever to try to shoot. But hey, guess who does?
Hit a buzzer beater.
Andrew Nembhard says, "You took me out for the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. Guess what? It's my time in the overtime. I'm rested. All these other guys aren't. I'm going to take every shot here in the overtime."
And he's going to hit him.
Well, he missed that one.
I mean, this is so Knicks, dude. Just to blow a 16-point lead late to the Pacers.
Halliburton has 2 shots, and now he's got 3. So Halliburton's, there's 2. We just need 2 more. We're not dead. You got to love bets when you have 4 points.
I don't love any of this right now.
He's literally saying, drive on Brunson. Just drive on Brunson. And guess what? Brunson gets the foul.
No, give it to Josh Hart for the bucket.
Brunson always gets the foul.
I know he does. I know. I don't know how he does it either. I don't know how he always draws a foul.
Yes.
Was that even a foul? Brunson looked like he tripped over himself.
It was much as foul as the SJ foul that they called, which was a key part in that game.
That was a great shot, though.
It was a great shot, but he tripped himself, and then he got an and one thrown off the board.
All right, baseball board. Phillies, I should say, up on the Rockies 9-3, top of the 9th inning there. We've got home runs from Turner, Harper, and Real Muto. Diamondbacks take an early 1-0 lead on a Ketel Marte home run, leading the Dodgers 1-0, bottom of the 4th in Los Angeles. And the other game that's going on right now, and I thought there'd be runs here, and there are. Zach Neto has hit a 2-run home run. Logan O'Hoppe hit a home run. And Larry Butler hit a home run. 4-3 Angels over the A's, bottom of the 3rd.
Yes, untouchable Jay. He does flop, all right. And the Pacers go back up 1. Halliburton attempted to give us this 4 points because they was wide open for 3, and he bricks it. But guess what? Obi Toppin is unmarked, and he dunks it in. They're up 1.
Obi Toppin revenge game?
Oh, Knicks answer back. They go back up 1. Who else? Because no other player is playing on this game but Jalen Brunson in overtime.
How's Hallie going to save us this time?
I mean, that's all this is going to come to. Pacers come back, answer it right back. They're up 1.
But it wasn't Halliburton.
26 seconds. No, it's Andrew Nemhard.
Good Lord.
Knicks call time 26 seconds.
How is Brunson just such a closer, man?
Okay, the other 4 guys are pretty much standing in the corner.
Yeah.
They're literally all on one side of the court, on the other side of the corner. How can you not stop that drive? Send 2 guys to them.
Will you tell me when the action is back just so I can hit mute on you and watch the game in real time?
Fine, I'll just be quiet.
I don't want you to be quiet. Do your thing. I just want to hit mute. That's it. Do your thing, Fox.
All right.
This isn't an important enough game for me to do that.
Mystics are down 1 at the half. Sykes has got 11 going into the break. We need 9 more points. Citrone's having the rookie issues, 1 for 5, only 2 points. But she had 2 points last time, and she ended up with 15 at halftime too. So
is Kenneth Peacock around? What is Kenneth Peacock doing right now? Is he around? Kenny, are you around, dude?
I don't know if he's in the chat, but Kenny was, he was available in soccer. We had whole conversations on soccer in the last day of the EPL, last day of Serie A and La Liga. Not EPL. EPL is actually not over. It's still got 1 game. What was I going to look at? WNBA. I was going to see what number Sonia's at right now. Can I get her 10 points? Plus money?
Oh, boy. All right. Yes, so tomorrow, we're going to bet the Phillies alt run line probably.
You bet every game they play.
Well, the problem is the alt run line of 2.5 is minus 150. So you almost got to bet.
All right, we're back.
4.5, 5.5.
We are back with 18 seconds.
All right. I will hit mute. Have a good time.
All right. 18 seconds. We'll put it back on. Can the Knicks really screw this up that badly? You can get the Knicks at plus 1.5 right now. Are they challenging this?
All right, so we got a challenge. I think that was off of Brunson, by the way.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. It's off of Brunson.
Yeah, that was off of Brunson. That's Indiana ball.
It's Indiana ball. It is Indiana ball.
Not New York basketball.
Indiana moves to minus 430.
Can they get it to Hallie and just foul him?
I mean, yeah, I know. FanDuel's put up a second quarter overtime props.
Oh, you're on mute. Or am I on mute? I was on mute.
I'm not on mute.
I talked to you and I couldn't hear you, and because I turned the volume off.
Okay.
Untouchable Jay.
Second quarter Brunson props right now.
Double overtime Brunson props?
Yeah, it's plus 124 for him to score 6, minus 138 to score
6 in 5 minutes. That's amazing.
Yeah, but if he takes 5 straight shots where he gets fouled on 3 of them, it's not that difficult.
Why did this take more than 30 seconds to look at?
I don't know. It's clearly off of him. I don't understand what the...
Yeah, I don't either. I guess they just don't want to get it wrong. But you're not going to get it wrong because it went off of Brunson.
Yeah, Knicks fans are going bullshit, even though they can't see squat or anything.
Are we close to that game action again?
Yep. So the question here is who's going to take it? Oh, boy. I'm not going to say it.
They got a foul to give.
The foul doesn't matter. It's Pacers by 3. It's Pacers by 3. They just forgot to guard him. They just forgot to guard him. Here it is. Easy screen roll. We're both going to take him. Mitchell Robinson is out here in no man's land. Kel Bridges doesn't want to foul.
Boy. They didn't even bother fouling. Now they got to foul twice.
Mikal Bridges actually hits him right in the arm.
Well, yeah, it should have been an and one.
So my only question, though, if you're the Knicks, it's not the terrible thing, except that you would rather earn it at the free throw line. But
2 fouls now. Now they got to foul and foul again.
No, it's a 3-point game.
No. The Knicks have a foul to give still.
Yeah, but they get the ball.
Right, but if they don't tie it, they got to foul. And then they foul, and then they get the ball out of bounds, and that's more time, and then they inbound it.
If they don't tie it. By the way, the live total is 275.
And it's at 273.
Yeah. You got a chance with fouls. You got a chance with a lot of different ways to hit this. Knicks are going to take some really stupid ass shot real quick, probably to start this. You know what I mean?
So it's not going to be Brunson going to the hole. Hopefully, it's Josh Hart just shooting a fadeaway 3 and hitting.
I mean, if I had to guess, and I have not seen it, would be OG Anunoby for some reason shooting a 34 footer.
Oh my God! Okay. I'm putting on mute again.
I haven't seen it. I know what happens, but that is not what I saw. Just relax. It's going to be worse. Because you airball the 3, and Towns actually had a good look thanks to Josh Hart. And Bridges is standing out of bounds. Yeah, we're going to catch and Knicks are going to argue over 0.3. We had step back, which
what an absolute collapse by the Knicks.
Towns had a great look. He should have hit that 3.
Dude, you can't lose this game. You just can't. Yeah.
If the Knicks have a challenge, I'd challenge because Bridges got fouled underneath the basket. I mean, I don't think the Knicks have there because if they're challenging this, I would challenge this because Bridges catches the ball here. The only question is, does Bridges go out of bounds?
Well, they'll put time on the clock no matter what.
Bridges looks like he's going to cry. He just dropped a
bunch of
I
idiots.
thought Shepard came and hit him. But
how do you blow a 16-point lead, dude, at home against the Pacers again? I think this flag's bringing the old memories back to the Knicks.
You just gotta wonder if did this right now at this point, is this Pacer team a team of destiny? Like they did this versus the Bucks. They did this versus the Cavs. They've done. I mean, this is because you have to have the other team be that stupid for this to actually work for you. So there is a point in the game where you have to look and go, okay, well,
they didn't put time back on.
No.
Oh my God! With Reggie Miller and Halliburton doing this, you blow a 16-point lead and lose it in overtime. You guys are done. They're not winning this series. They'll win a couple games. They're not winning this series. You can't lose this. You can't lose this game if you just gave up home court advantage on a devastating loss.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, buddy. We're done.
Yep.
Let's go sweat our NBA bets out. Go to nukethehouse.com. Sign up for any plan. Use the code Nuke the House. You get a 1-week free trial. That's wonderful. Foxy, I'll see you tomorrow night for the Western Conference Finals in the NBA and the Eastern Conference Finals in the NHL. Right?
Yeah. And we get the Fever Dream game back again for a rematch.
All right. Apparently we got WNBA too.
And we got the Liberty Sky.
Let's keep winning bets there, Foxy. Good night, everybody.